flow coming in slow. Might kick a nigga though, whoa. Homie tucks with a fofo. Hit me one and I'm done.
Why would I get canceled?
Yeah, you would get canceled.
What cultural appropriation? I was not okay. It wasn't cultural appropriation.
He's like
okay.
Navajo and Latino.
Why'd you just lie about the Navajo part?
Don't you have some Indian in you?
It's not Indian. It's Native American, Chris.
Huh?
It's Native American. It's not Indian.
Native American, Indian.
No, buddy. It's not that simple, but yeah, I can give it to Jordan.
So Lorenzo, what's your side of this story?
The Mexican thing?
What's your interpretation of these events?
The way that I interpreted it was I was just speaking normally. They just assumed just because I was dating somebody that was Mexican, I was trying to take on traits of a Mexican.
Work?
That's what you guys were assuming.
No.
You guys thought of me as
That's
like the
what you
white
were
girl that
doing.
dates one black guy and starts like speaking like a black,
what
like
you were
what she
doing.
thinks is a black person
That's
speaks.
what you were doing.
That's not what I was doing.
Yeah, you picked up Modelo chorizo, all
Nigga,
types of shit.
a nigga. Okay, a nigga.
Yeah, every
somebody
time we would go
somebody
out, fam.
puts me onto something that I enjoy, and now it's cultural appropriating it.
It's cultural appropriation because he was using their accent.
I was not using their accent. Why do you keep trying to assume that I was doing
it's
that?
not. How would I assume something that happened?
It
I
did
watched you
not
do
happen. It did
There's
not
like
happen.
4 people in
Okay,
this room.
but those
that
other
people
4 people are trolls.
Jordan's not a troll.
Why would they lie about
Jordan's
this?
not a troll. Do you not? Why would they not lie?
I don't think Chris like a liar.
I'm definitely not.
Okay, Chris is not a liar, but he's a little jokester, and he likes to take the he likes to take the joke too far.
A little trickster, you.
Just be tiptoeing through the night.
That's what he does.
Right, I was thinking that.
I feel like me and Loki would be cool.
Nah, y'all ops, nigga.
Mischievous. I'm just thinking of synonyms now.
Nigga,
be
you look like a
you be in the
symbol.
cut rubbing your hands,
Yeah,
which is
like a
waiting
fly.
for a chance to
Oh,
strike.
that's just my Discord. Don't worry about that shit.
I'm finna make everybody this nigga's ever met think he was pretending to be Meg. Like, why would I?
That's what I'm. But that okay. I don't even want to speak about that situation. But okay.
Situation.
Just don't worry about it.
Alright.
But I forgot. Now you're making me forget what I was gonna say. Welcome back, guys, to another. Oh, I gotta repeat that again. Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Nah, but for real. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Sexy Sad Boys podcast. This is episode 5. I'm not even like joking now. I'm not. That's not even. That's not even a joke now.
Nah.
I thought it was 4.
It's not 4. We just did 4.
Y'all did 4?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Johnny wasn't 3.
The second one was the one dude from TikTok.
Do you actually be listening to us? That's crazy. Z, you is my dog, G. I fucks with you so heavy, bro.
Yeah, we tried
Know
to.
that? You do me a favor?
He finna ask you to pour him a drink.
Yeah, I am. Thank you so much. I know.
You see,
He a man. He toxic.
it's not episode 4,
That's what
bro.
we do.
It can't be.
That's true.
He's still a man.
Damn, it's episode 4. Fuck.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Welcome back, guys. Another episode 4. I was wrong. I thought it was 5. I was actually.
It's 5.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
It's 4?
It's
Yes,
4?
it's 4.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
5 because Say and League was 3.
Oh, yeah.
Say, League, and Sam was 3.
I kind of forget that episode existed because that episode was trash. All Reliable was 4. Okay, there we go. What did you?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that
It's
one.
too much chaos.
It's like a yeet.
That's what.
Nah, son.
I don't think you can say that. Don't do that, Johnny.
Not my boy. That's my dog. I fuck with dude.
That's your dog.
Yeah, I know dude.
He
We
cool.
talk.
Yeah, he look like he got good energy. I like Yeats like you know how like how women like mysterious men. Like I like how mysterious Yeet is. Okay, Jordan. No.
Wait, what makes him mysterious?
Well, because he doesn't really.
He doesn't put forth a lot of like himself.
Yeah, he doesn't promote a lot.
Until it's time to like actually make music.
Yeah, he doesn't like do a lot of promotion. He doesn't do interviews a lot of the time. He doesn't really speak in general on social media like that. Like he doesn't go live and shit. He don't really Like I think he might talk to the fans like behind the scenes and shit like that. But I feel like people would post that if he did. But that's what I'm just saying. He did, like I saw him at Summer Smash, right?
Yeah.
When I was there, and he didn't do an introduction or anything like that. He didn't start talking before he performed. He just came out, performed. After he performed, he just left. He didn't say anything. Like, that's what I mean by like mysterious. He doesn't even really talk about himself in his music a lot. Not saying that he has like introspective like music where he would even do anything like that, but
He does talk about himself.
it doesn't.
Million songs he said he can't.
Hey, that nigga.
Okay, yeah.
That nigga Android.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
robot.
I've like already been thinking that
Why do you think that?
because he kind of just.
We don't-
Hey, shut up.
Chill out.
He kind of just. And this is not like a knock against him. He got like a sound, and I like appreciate that. But he kind of just make the same song over and over again. But I mean, that's what niggas want. So,
I mean,
that's cool.
Definitely is like an analytical.
Yeet was show. I mean,
I'm
not
not
He
Yeet.
got it down to a formula.
Me
Oh.
personally, I don't hear the same shit. Like,
Yeah,
every
because
time
Chris
I
was
hear
showing me some shit the other day. I didn't mean to cut you off, Chris. my
it. Go
bad.
ahead. I didn't have shit to say.
Oh, I thought you were going
I
into
was
something.
just disagreeing.
Oh, okay, no, but Chris was showing me like the leaked, unreleased shit that Yeet had on SoundCloud, and it did sound different from what he had been making before. Like
Okay.
it's still in the same like soundscape, and it still sounds like Yeet, but it's
It
still
evolved
different.
type shit.
Yeah,
I would love to be proven wrong. I'll listen to that shit.
yeah. Chris has the link, so he'll probably send it to you if you want to listen to it. So I would say with those songs right there, they sound different, but with the Minions track, it's okay. I don't like it too much like that because I hate some songs that are promoting like a movie or some shit like that. Some songs, not all of them.
Put it this way, I feel like a lot of niggas do like experimental shit on the songs that you're never gonna hear, but then
Yeah.
it come time for shit to drop and you hear the stuff that they know will make the most money off white kids, and it always works. Like Whole Lot of Red, and that's all I had to say.
Yeah, the white kid. The white kid.
Yeah, Whole Lot of Red is hard as fuck. I'm not knocking it at
I
all,
kinda
but it had
think
a
it's
different
like a-
sound pre-release type shit.
I think it's more so like a money grab because like them be like big fucking deals. And then
Well, he did say in the song he got paid $1 million for that song.
exactly.
Yeah,
How much you think he gonna get from dropping a regular song?
more than that probably, or maybe less than that actually. From like just regular records, he'll probably make less than what he did
He
from
making
that.
money off of like
'Cause that's
the
outside
extra
of-
aspects of it now being like
And
a meme
Hard
Yeah.
sell tickets too is what he's trying to do. He's not trying to do festivals.
that it exists.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he make
Yeet
music
did a
for-
song for a Minions movie. That's the whole meme.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calling his like.
Oh, can you give him a mic?
I damn near feel like that's also true.
Wait, can you
but I don't
repeat that,
know.
Chris,
I don't
into
know
the
how
mic?
to like gauge that.
I thought that he was saying Yeat's whole career was a meme. I didn't know he was still talking about
No, I
the
was
song for
talking
the
about Rich
movie.
Minions.
Which yeah, I can definitely see the meme
Yeah,
potential in that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even a fan of like the Minions movie and shit like that, or just any of that in that like span of like movie. So I mean, it's good for Yeet. I'm happy for him.
You didn't go see Rise of Gru, bro? That wasn't you?
Nah,
I heard it was like fun.
it's not even the thing where like I think other people are lame for watching that movie. I don't even think that.
A lot of
It's
kids
just not for me. I just don't
falling
like
for
it.
marketing.
I think kids understand marketing more
Hey,
now.
Despicable Me 1,
Yeah,
I had a good
it
time.
was decent.
But y'all, do y'all get mad when marketing like kind of works on you though? Like,
Mad?
No.
Not really.
That's what it's supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but like sometimes I don't want it to work for me
I feel like you just got to be aware,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters.
because I want to like it because I like it, not specific, but probably specifically because like sometimes they try to pander. You ever seen companies like pander too hard?
Here we go.
You feel like a
The red pill just came.
you feel like a
out.
sheep.
No,
The
companies
red pill.
pander.
You,
No, I'm just saying companies pander.
Conspiracy.
Okay.
You feel like a,
I'm
you
just
feel
saying
like a
in general.
sheep.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
No,
You
were
feel
about
like
to
a
get
sheep.
into something.
Like
I was not about to get into anything.
Yes, he was.
Well, okay, tell me what I was going to get into. Hold on, Johnny.
He
Hold
was
your side,
gonna
Johnny.
get into, like, he was gonna pull up the Avengers Endgame.
No, I was not going to talk about that.
What was he
I
gonna
was
say?
not
What was he
going.
gonna say? Because I bet you I know.
No, I was just saying that companies like to pander a lot to certain demographics of people.
Yeah,
That's
what
all
they
I was gonna
supposed to
say.
do.
of
That's-
course, that's how they
that's
get
their
money.
thing. Yeah.
No, that's a good ploy, but sometimes they do it too hard, like in a bad way.
How they not people? They have to do it. They have to generate this. They can't just be cool by themselves. Like, oh yeah, our stores is pretty lax. Like,
Are pretty lax.
That's that drink. Oh,
Is that just pure liquor? No, but
mud.
I feel like I agree with you to a certain extent. Like, I might find that pandering shit lame as fuck, but it be working on like other people.
But I'm not
And
hating on it. It's like if it's working, why
They
would
hitting
you?
their demographics and like that's all it is, I guess.
It's hard for me to explain it because companies can do it in kind of like a nasty way. It's kind of like
It can definitely be disingenuous.
I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting at. It's like it's disingenuous. It's kind of like how some politicians like I've been looking at some videos and watching some people talk about like it was a video about The Boys and how like some people use leftist politics to try to like gain like people to their side, but companies do that and they're not genuine with it.
I fuck with Amazon Prime. Because imagine being like owned by Jeff Bezos and then Jeff Bezos having the self-awareness to be like, nah, we just gonna let them say whatever they want to about me too, and I'm still gonna make good money because I own this.
Because what can anyone say?
Nothing.
Yeah, they
That's
can't say
cool. Stop
anything.
that from
Nothing at
happening.
all.
Wait, but how are you trying to refute my point or
No.
oh? I didn't know what you were doing.
I damn near don't see like even an issue with the like disingenuous shit, because you can like tell usually that a
Yeah.
certain like thing doesn't actually give a fuck about what it's talking about.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
using that as a thing. To
that's
get
kind of
people
just
pumped.
life.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be mad. And like every single
everything,
instance of the
nah.
motherfucker being disingenuous, like
I don't think I get mad at it every time, but I see it and I'm just like, that's really shitty. They
I
shouldn't
would-
be doing that.
I would prefer it not happen for sure.
Yeah, but what can you do?
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
it
being
would be
a bitch
nice
about
if people
it.
actually gave a fuck, but
Yeah,
they don't. So
I wouldn't. But when it becomes into like politics, though, when like companies are trying to, especially pander to like younger markets
yeah,
too,
hand me that pack.
that's when it kind of gets like scary sometimes.
Why?
I think it's mostly because when you're trying to pander to kids, you can easily. Can you tap that? He like
That
wiggle the
was
mouse.
nice.
Wiggle the mouse. Click it. Click it. Gotta log into it real quick.
DADAFAFA.
shit was so
Simple.
rhythmic.
Gonna hit enter, Johnny. Oh, okay. There we go.
fucking glasses. I can't see.
Damn,
Wait, nah, you don't wear glasses, nigga. What?
he does.
I've never seen this nigga in glasses. Why not?
I don't know why I just thought about you getting tased at Shepherd.
Wait, Johnny.
I've also heard this story.
Wait, explain that story. Explain. I never heard that before.
So we was in what the fucking class was that? I think it was Otto. We was in Otto.
Wasn't he
and,
an exchange student or some shit?
he was just very white. But we was in Otto and we walked over there. He said to do something. I'm like, okay. So I started doing it and I bent over and I felt something like poking me. And I'm like, I know these white boys ain't no like funny shit. But I stood up and they was laughing. I'm like, if I beat the shit out of y'all, I'm gonna go to jail. So I can't. I just left. So later on that day, they came and got me out of class.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had a heart murmur. They had to take him to the hospital.
Wait, because you threatened to beat
No,
their ass?
no. The dude that they tased like 7 other students.
God
I think
damn.
it was more than that or less than. I don't know the exact number of it, but they
How you
tased
just
like
let
a
nigga
decent
go
amount of
on this
motherfuckers.
tasing spree?
Bro. So they came and got everybody out of class, and cause dude had a heart murmur, and they had to take him to the hospital.
Right.
So they eventually like sent me a subpoena, took me to court. Like not me personally, but took all of us to court, and they wanted to press charges on me. I'm not finna press charges. I'm meet you in the street. You feel me? I'm not finna press no goddamn charges on nobody and like
I'm
that.
going to press something on them, all right?
Hey. That's what you said. But But yeah, that we went to Bridgeview.
Bridgeview, the courthouse over there.
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
a whole thing, and they named all the other students but me. I was the other student. Like on the news thing, it was like and other students. I was the only one they didn't name.
Wait, were the other students black too?
No, I was the only black one.
Damn, that's fucked. Damn, you can't even get in the news for a crime that you didn't really do.
No free clout.
None at all. I was gonna promote my mixtape and everything.
Yeah, you could have promoted. Yeah, you could have been Famous Dex before Famous Dex. What? What?
No, like Famous Dex. Like, was y'all fans?
I was.
Semi fan of him, yeah.
I thought for comedic reasons at first, and then I like actually started being a fan.
Famous Dex raw as fuck.
I saw him at Summer Smash too. He was 5 months sober, so he looked like he was doing good.
I feel like, didn't
I
someone
wanna
say he was
believe him.
lying?
Yeah, somebody did say that he was lying. I don't think he's lying though. I don't want to.
Why don't you think he's lying?
I don't want to think he's lying. I'll say that.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to think he's lying because I want him to not like.
I mean, yeah, I would hope he doing good. Shit.
But of course, I feel like that's a bad thing though
I
because
feel like you should be able to use it responsibly.
there's a friend at work that
Yeah.
I have who is a recovering alcoholic, and he was saying that like he literally right now can't live without alcohol. If he stops drinking liquor, then like he could probably die. And that's
Like Lemmy.
yeah. So like Chris, no.
Lemmy was like that.
Oh, I thought you said like me. I thought you said like me.
I said like Lemmy.
God damn, what the?
The
Alright.
lead singer of
Nah, but he's a recovering alcoholic. He has to drink alcohol, like just like small, like little, like shots. And his brother, who works on him, his twin brother, he was upset with him because he found out that he was doing that, and he thinks that he's doing it only to drink. And he was trying to tell his brother that like, no, I need this to like be able to survive. If I don't, then like I'm going to die. Yeah.
how old is he?
How old is he? He's like 28. He started drinking like really young because his parents didn't like give a fuck and shit like that. So that's why. Oh shit! What's up, Gerard?
Hello.
I didn't even know Gerard was coming. Oh, what were you doing with him? Oh, okay. Nah, but he's 28. Yeah, I get that. I'm cooler than you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. No, but he's 28. He's a recovering alcoholic, and
Arlo.
I looked at that story and I was seeing, and I was like what you just said about people not believing like Famous Dex and shit like that. Like even a regular person, they don't believe him if he says that he's trying to like get better and shit like that. So I don't think that's fair for people to say.
So, like,
People are gonna say it
Nah, I
either
feel you.
way.
People are like negative as fuck.
Yeah, which is fine, but I try to at least like think and believe that they're not doing what they're not supposed to be doing. Even if you're just like a regular person that's a recovering alcoholic, I'm going to try to believe that you're not just drinking just to drink, and you're drinking because you
Wait,
need
was
to.
Dexter an alcoholic or was he like?
No, I was equating.
All the pills. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah, he was off a lot of pills. A lot
I
of
don't know
shit.
if this is like anything related to it, but like delinquency, like like childhood delinquency.
Mhm.
That's kind of like in what that is. Like they would do something bad and constantly like the parents and peers be like, oh, you gonna go to jail, oh, you gonna end up like this, you gonna do this, you gonna like be a bad person. Like it eventually turns that person into a bad person and then leading them down a life of crime and in and out of jail. So that's what I like. That's kind of like delinquency. So
Right.
if people do that to children, that would be like on a bigger scale to what they seen somebody do, like given empirical probability. Like, okay, this person used to drink.
Mhm.
You said you was gonna get clean the last 7 times. Why should I believe you this time? Like, what's different?
I can understand it because I know there's some people that. Do you have anybody in your family that, or does anybody have anybody in their family that's like addicted to like some type of drug?
Yeah.
So like, are at this point, because I can understand if somebody keeps saying that, hey, I'm going to stop doing this, and they don't stop doing it, you're going to stop believing them at a certain point because it's just like I've seen you
It takes an actual
strung out before, bro.
It takes an actual evidence, like an actual effort and.
But what's effort
good
to you
evidence.
though?
Not being on it, like not seeing them, not doing better in life. When you do hard drugs, you see it. It's not, you can't hide that shit. Like you really see that shit.
Like with people that do meth, like you can kind of see it in their lips a lot of the time. But that you got to do a lot of meth to like get to that point. So don't do meth.
if you're addicted to it, you're doing a lot of it.
Right. I think I kind of just hate when people make it seem like when rappers like get a bunch of money and they have all this money, they shouldn't be doing all the stuff that they used to do. No. They just have more access to like be able to do a lot of the shit that they already used to do.
If you want different, you got to do different. So,
I mean, but if you think about it, a lot of those dudes are hanging around with some of the same people that they grew up with, that are like part of their inner circle, and
that's
those
more
people,
so towards loyalty, not like a repetition of things.
No, but I'm saying if all of those people within that group, in that demographic, are doing said thing, then you're entwined to like do the same thing too.
Well, if you got a celebrity and you hanging around people, then 9 times out of 10 they gonna follow your lead. So if you like, oh man, I'm gonna stop. We trying to be clean now. Certain ones gonna start to follow suit. Cause I don't want to say like you the leader, but you the most famous one at the moment. So
I think
you kind of call the shots at.
People kind of look at you as a leader if you're the one that's the most famous, like within your circle and shit like that. That's how I see it go with rappers and shit like that. But maybe some of those rappers shouldn't be the leaders. I mean, some of them just shouldn't like lead in general. Sometimes
on some level, that's just your job. Like if Chris blow, I'm not finna like start. He not the leader. Like that's still my homie. I don't know. I don't believe in all that like.
That's like weird
idolatry shit.
I don't want like don't do that.
I know some people that think differently.
I think that's so strange.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I feel like if a nigga, any nigga that would try to be the leader is like a weirdo. You should probably stay the fuck away from me.
Motherfuckers got main character syndrome.
Yeah, stop that.
Bad.
Cut that shit out.
What if they're a natural born leader, man?
Fuck out of here.
No. I guarantee you're not. You gonna fuck up, and a lot of niggas gonna be looking at you, and you gonna look stupid.
Bro, it's every man for himself out here. Yeah. Like,
just do your own thing, bro. I feel like it's rapper niggas, bro. Rappers is weird. I don't like rappers.
I feel you.
Oh, you sound like Hello Yasin when you say, because like one of the reasons why I don't like watching Hello Yasin's videos sometimes is because he says a lot of fact and a lot of truth in his videos, but sometimes he talks with so much vigor and so much like aggression against rappers. Sometimes like he truthfully like just dislikes them and thinks all of them are idiots.
I don't like this. I feel like if you could just be a normal person, that's like a lot better.
Yeah.
And people would flock to that more.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like a lot more.
You're trying to tell that to people that like. Okay, I'm trying to think about in the aspect of like.
I also feel like if you want to succeed, if you like really, really want to succeed, like as a rapper, you have to just completely dive into that.
But I feel like some people have already been hiding behind a facade like most of their life, so they have to keep it up. It's kind of like
I would like that to be expounded upon, damn near.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean hiding behind the facade? Like,
well, cause I was watching a video by FD Signifier on YouTube. He's a really good YouTuber. Yeah, Dry, you know who he is. Yeah, he's a great YouTuber. And he talks about a lot of things that deal with like young black men or like young black boyhood and shit like that. And just during that like in your adolescence at that point, especially depending on your environment, you're hiding behind a facade of what is not inherently you, but what your environment has built you to be. That's like more of what it is. So a lot of dudes that buy chains, buy like nice cars and shit like, huh?
Is that why you brought up like how corny you think flexing is?
Yes, that's exactly why. Because a lot of it is just hiding behind a facade of like maybe you really do like cars.
I can like agree with that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say with the whole flexing thing, but I didn't go into depth with it.
It's entirely like that. I don't think niggas is hiding behind chains and cars.
I think some dudes are. I think a lot of dudes, a good percentage are.
To a point, yeah, but like.
And I'm not even saying that you can't go out and buy chains and cars. Go buy chains and cars if you want to. It's not go do no harm to me, but it's
what
just
if
like.
What if it come with the territory?
No, and that if that
I
is,
feel like if I start winning, I should just be allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. Like I don't have to.
I'm not telling people that they
right away.
can't. I'm not saying that niggas can't. I'm just saying that I feel there's still a handful of dudes that still have like because of the environment that they're in, they feel like they have to do certain things or show certain things about their success in life because of where they come from and what like the trials and tribulations that they went through to get there and shit. But I don't think you necessarily should have to do that. I don't think that's the thing that you should want to show to everybody and shit. But that's just me.
Well,
People can do whatever they want. I'm not gonna tell people that you can't do it because if it works for you, it works for you.
yeah. Well,
What you trying to say, Johnny?
no. Would you tell a pharaoh or a king not to wear so much gold?
A pharaoh or a king not to wear so much gold? I don't think they should. I don't think but that sounds wild for me. That sounds wild for me to say.
You know, back in the day, like that's what they wore, like, and that's why like a lot of people in the South wear gold chains.
No, I get it. It still comes back to like our ancestry and where we come from and shit like that. But I don't know. It just still seems like weird to me. I'm not trying to sound super Republican or anything like that.
That's a decent amount of currency too, because if everything turned to shit, you like the last thing that's gonna go is the metals.
Yeah, you can liquidate that.
Yeah, and then you can do anything with that.
Mm-hmm.
Trade that for cold hard cash.
Mm-hmm.
You can sell it. You can, like you said, you can liquidate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know if they look at it in that with that perspective. Like, at those glasses that I'm doing it for this investment or I'm doing it like this, but you know, it's like two pros to it. You know, it look good and it kind of serves a purpose.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing. Well, it's like one of the only things you can buy. It's a couple other things you can buy, but that's something that you can buy that it gains value.
I'm not mad at it. It's not something I can get upset about because people are gonna still keep doing it. It doesn't matter like what race you are or not. It doesn't matter if you grew up in the hood or not. People are still going to flex in some type of way. So it's not nothing that I can control. That's why like I gave up on like really caring about it. I see people do it all the time. It doesn't matter. But it's just like I know like with black men there's a thing with it where some of them, not all, are hiding behind that their wealth and all of the things that come with it, all of the materials that they've bought and stuff like that.
You just be needing dads.
That's true.
That's all it
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Like, I don't want to boil it down to that, but niggas be needing dads. Like,
There's
I
more
don't,
important things in life.
bro. Like, I don't know if like you majority of black kids our age had fathers growing up.
No, I didn't. I lived with my dad for like 2 years when I was younger. I lived down.
So you know him.
I know him, but I don't fully know him as like a person, as like an individual fully.
Y'all haven't had time to sit back and learn each other, basically.
No.
But you know him, right?
I know him. I
you
know
have
my
a father figure.
Is he my father figure? It's hard for me to say that. 'Cause
Have you had father figures?
I think I've had terrible ideas of like what a father figure
Okay.
is.
So, and I don't mean this with no disrespect.
Mm.
Me and Travesty here, we have fathers.
Mm.
There would be a different. Well, we have father figures. There would be a difference in like our behavior than yours.
No, I can tell that too. I knew that. I think I knew that for a while, and I started realizing that like how much I wish I could have had my dad in my life, but I know it's not his fault that he wasn't there. It's not fully his fault that he wasn't there. There's reasons behind that, but I can't fully explain all of that because that would be diving deep into the trauma with my mom and shit like that.
Well, something that I can tell all the fatherless people out here that their dad's coming back into their life or they feel like their dad is trying to now, be a father to them.
No, I wouldn't say my dad. I think my dad always tried to be a dad, but my mom kind of blocked that out sometimes. I feel like that happened. I think my dad always tried. Anytime I was with my dad, he was always there. He never tried to leave and go hang out with his friends or some shit like that. Like my dad, he brought us with him everywhere, like wherever he went and shit.
So that was, like you said, like that was a dispute between parents, right?
Yeah, that was just a dispute between parents. If my dad was in my life, I probably would have been. I know you guys notice like some things about me that I just like sometimes like what the fuck is wrong with him. And some of those things kind of come from like, that's what I assume that people think about me sometimes.
I mean, I just think you're like like a nutty guy, like a Kramer type, you know? Like, I don't know.
No, because there's some things I notice about myself sometimes where I just like, there's some things that my mom couldn't teach me because she's not a man and she couldn't teach me some of that shit.
I
Understandable.
mean, it's some shit neither of my parents could teach me. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
just something. This
We
thing my
are-
dad couldn't teach me because
we
he's not a woman.
We
So
are in a new age, so like a lot of the values and a lot of the truths that they lived in, we won't even
Should
you
be
know,
evolving, you
Yeah,
know?
we won't even experience that. Like I see, like when we go out, my pops, I don't say he get mad at me, but he be like, "Man, y'all different," because like I don't, you know.
that y'all
like,
different can be an insult though.
I don't take it as it because I gotta let him know like times is different now.
It's just different. That's all
Like
it is.
he was like, man,
Right.
I would holler at her, holler at them. Like you can't holler at everybody because everything not good. It may look good, but everything not good. So
But
kinda
you
gotta,
also look crazy trying to like talk to like every single girl that you like
Exactly.
see. So that
So
I remember
why
I
would you
used to
even
try
want
to
to?
do that.
exactly.
Why do you want to do that?
I used to want to do that, mostly because to see if something could happen. I mean, pussy,
I
of
mean,
course,
you say
most of the
curious,
time,
yeah.
but like,
Curiosity kills
and
the
then
cat.
niggas would say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I've
So
been
I was taking a
discovering-
lot of shots.
I've been discovering that I'm like highly selective for a male. Like I really like have
But I
never
feel like
felt
that's-
compelled to talk to every single female. Why would I do that?
I feel like that's something we all should have though. But it's niggas out there that don't get no ass at all. And they gonna fuck it up. So we can't come together and be selective and be like, hey, we don't like this, and this about you. So we gonna only mess with the females that got this, these, and these qualities. So that would like make people sit down and have these genuine conversations. Cause like this lady said, you know, everybody got their body done now. So everybody look good. We even the playing field. Everybody look good. Now let's see how good you really are, like as a person on the inside. So everybody look good now. So you can't just rely on your looks.
Right.
What's on the inside now?
A lot of the times it's nothing, G.
Bro, pure emptiness, bro.
I've talked to a couple girls that like they absolutely because I like conversation.
Yeah.
Like I think y'all noticed that I can tell. I think I'm pretty good at in conversation
I mean, you
too.
have a podcast, so
You like conversation or banter? Because there's a difference.
Both.
I don't like banter.
Why don't you like banter?
It just feels
Well,
like,
what is banter? Like what is
like
what,
just nothing ass conversation about like
yeah, I like
very
that.
surface level shit. I don't like that.
nothing in.
I like. Well, okay, when you say when it's about talking about nothing is fun. Like if we're just talking about the shit that's sitting on the side of the toilet or something, making jokes about it, yeah, that's funny to me. But like if it's just like it's like what we talked about last podcast, Johnny, when we were talking about like when somebody goes to the dentist and they're trying to have a conversation with you about that. Like, no, I don't want to have that conversation. That's
It's like small talk. I can't,
Yeah.
I can't stand small talk.
exactly. I can't take it
Low-key,
either.
Like tell me one of your darkest fears. I don't necessarily care about which way.
Well, I'll
the
jump
fucking
right
wind
into
was
that
blowing.
shit. I don't care. I'll jump right into it.
It's funny to see like the expression on people's faces. Like you have a
Yeah.
conversation.
When you tell them what your deepest, darkest fear.
Right.
I
Like,
feel
why
like
you
I don't-
having this
I
with
don't
me?
be shook. So like, as deep as you want to take the conversation, I can meet you there.
Let's go,
And
yeah.
we'll be there talking.
I mean, I don't blame you. I just like if we're two people talking, if I'm talking to a woman and she just can't like if she just can't make dialogue or conversation about something, like
Call her a born bitch and leave.
Right, I'm out of there.
yeah, that's
Like,
why that's why most girls like there's even a thing now where like if I'm talking to a girl and I message her and she doesn't reply back or respond back or leaves me on a delivered, I'm not double texting. I'm not texting back. I'm not sending a reminder or anything like that because you don't want to engage in more conversation with me. So I'm not even saying that
I mean, that's called like boundaries, and that's something that everybody
keep
should.
it
that's a
smooth,
boundary
man.
that I've set for myself now. If you and then there's the thing because like I work with like the girl and shit like that too, so it's just like I can walk right past. I remember I did this. I did like a test, and I don't usually try to test people and shit like that. You didn't drop nothing. The vacuum fell back there. Jordan's picking it up. But I remember I did a test on her last night, and I usually don't like testing people, but I could see her in like the corner of my eye, right when I was walking, and she was to my right. I was like, let me see if Johnny's trying to he's locking hands with me right now.
Let you see what?
Huh?
Let you see what?
See what do you mean?
You said let you see if the test with the.
Oh yeah. So she was walking. I was like, let me see what she'll do if I walk past her, knowing that I know that she can see me. because I'm directly walking right past her. Let me see if she'll come up to talk to me, because that's when I know that like she's actually interested in wanting to talk to me.
I was curious. How do y'all treat rap? Like when you are writing type shit.
Why did you just no? Why did you just come in and just interrupt my whole theme?
Because what was you talking about? Genuinely, like what?
I was talking about somebody at work, Chris. Can I finish that and then we can go into what you want to talk about? It was really rude.
Go ahead.
Wait, okay, are you guys even interested still in what I was talking about? Or was I boring you guys?
I was going to rebuttal.
Okay.
Talking about testing women, and I don't know. I had thoughts.
I was going to tell you not to do that.
No,
Use those?
no, but hold on.
Let him do his thing.
No, because hold on, because
This is
because
what he wants to talk about.
I saw her, and I walked past her. She didn't see me. I was just like, okay, I'm not responding to like, well, not responding, but I'm not going to like go out of my way to talk to her now because she's not going out of not
Damn, I thought
super going out of her way to talk to me, but not at least like even walking up to me.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying, and I don't. That's the first time I even tested somebody like that, but I don't like how that happens
Did
because
she
it means,
pass or fail?
huh?
Did she pass or fail? Did she pass or fail?
She failed. She didn't say anything
What were you
felt
testing her
miserably.
for?
to see if she would.
Well, set that bitch outside and let her start it.
No, because she like I was testing to see if she would interact with me. If I walked past her and I knew that she saw me, and she would come to me first, because I always walked up to her first. So she didn't come to me, and I was just all right. I was like, all right, that means that she's not that interested in talking to me. So I'm not going to engage with her unless she engages with me first next time. That's like a boundary that I've set for myself because I don't like. That's just with people in general. Like if we're two people and we know each other, unless you're
I think
busy
you should
doing something.
You should rethink that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's a boundary that somebody gonna talk to you.
No. Yes. What?
She don't.
Johnny, if I see you in the hold on, Johnny, if I see you in the streets and you wave, "Hey, dickhead," over to me, and I look at you and just walk away.
But you didn't say.
You're not-
anything to her. You just-
Okay, well, that's true. But if I clearly see you, Johnny, and you clearly see me, and I don't come up and say anything to you, and I just walk
Sounds
away,
Like she's like used to you.
like what
starting
what are you gonna do?
interactions.
I mean, she could have got used to you saying something to her.
And now that you haven't, now she thinks like, oh, he's upset about something or some shit.
No, that
You
can't.
should really play chess.
I did in
Really?
middle school, and I was good.
So what happened?
I can't chess life.
Why? It's so easy. You gotta really.
No, I'm saying I can't. I'm pretty sure other people can. I just can't.
You kind of gotta like understand that one move affects two other pieces.
So this one move just fucked
affects
up
two other
pussy
pieces.
for
I'm
me.
not saying it did affect. I'm not saying it did, but I just want you to understand that every one move affects two other. Like you gotta think 2 steps ahead. So
No.
that one thing
I
you
can't.
did.
I can't be in the wrong for this one.
Because
Johnny.
if you still doing all these little tactics to it, you still feel some way about it. So you should have implemented another tactic because now it can be like, shit, he acting weird. I don't want to talk to him no more. Like he walked
How am
past
I
and
acting
ain't
with
say
she?
something.
Okay, Johnny.
Does she
you're not-
reply back to you when you speak to her?
Yes.
Does she have a full conversation with you?
Depending on the conversation.
What do you talk about to her?
Uh,
Can you believe the coffee and free hot chocolate they got in here? Fucking
no. No, I never said that before. I feel like you said that before, nigga.
I'm not even gonna say like I'm above like testing women, but like it don't be for petty shit like this though.
I'm petty.
This kind of petty, I ain't gonna lie.
Ah, bro.
By definition.
How?
Yeah.
How?
You walking past her,
No, I'm
just
trying to
see
see
if she'll
if she-
acknowledge you.
I'm trying to see if she'll notice that I'm there.
Remember back when we were saying like how some people have other qualities.
Right. Stop. No. No, because if it was notice me senpai, I would be all up in her face.
Maybe y'all vibe is just different to the point where
the fuck? What the
maybe y'all.
That shit scared the fuck. I thought this building was burning up, nigga. What? Okay. I don't know what that was. Chris, what the fuck was that?
You ever get your money up, not your funny up? You never seen that?
No. That sounds hilarious. No, but who's Chris? Yeah, I still don't really see how I'm that petty, but I get what y'all saying though. I get what y'all saying.
That's just unnecessary. I feel like.
I,
Why don't you just go talk to her and like set something up? Wait, what's the nature of your like interactions?
well,
Like,
How
are
do
y'all
they
like
go-
talking or
no, yeah. Every time I walk up here and talk with her, I'm talking to her about like her day, like how she's doing.
just
and shit.
casual shit though?
Kind of casual for now because I met her like a week ago. So,
Yeah, I would just like set something up. I wouldn't be playing like.
well,
little-
we said
little
after
games.
Prime Week we'll try to set something up.
Well, there you go.
I mean, but yeah, but she's not okay. But here's what you're not understanding. Like,
Testing a person a weekend.
it's not crazy.
Like
It's not-
almost psychotic.
It's not crazy. I sound crazy. Okay, raise your hand if I sound crazy.
Slightly. Remember the lingerie.
Johnny, do I sound crazy? Raise your hand if I sound crazy. Okay, when you say nah, that
No slave running, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
You extra stress on her
how am I adding extra stress on her?
by testing her.
She doesn't know she's being tested. So how am I adding extra stress on her?
First of all, it's not middle school. What are you doing all this for, bro? It's not middle school.
Nah,
I wanted
because
to say that, but I didn't want to be bogus. Yeah, why?
no, because y'all making me sound insane. Because look, okay, maybe I'm probably making myself sound insane.
You bringing up the insane thing now. Now, granted, I am very judgmental at this point because
I'm not even like trying to be judgmental. I'm like fucking crazy. I'm just this singular.
This is crazier than you're crazy.
This is unnecessary. Like,
It's like unnecessary crazy.
It's like Far Cry 3 unnecessary.
Set that boss type of shit.
Nah, bro. I don't think.
The vibes are fucked.
Wait, no, nah. Don't say that, Chris.
The vibes are a little fucked.
All right. Maybe I fucked this up.
No, you didn't fuck it up. Yeah, you fucked it up, but like the situation you fucked up. But
just think about it like this: that's a grown woman. You're a grown man. Just
carry
talk
yourself
to her, bro.
accordingly.
Nah,
maybe our vibe is just that.
I just be like literally like niggas just be telling you like, hey, chill.
You be like,
And then you'll be like, so I was testing this woman at work. I was trying to see if this woman would pay me attention, and she didn't. I think I'm gonna cut her off.
she didn't suck my dick when I asked her.
there's a certain way that you can move that kind of just demands respect. Like you don't need to do all of that.
It's literally like
I'm not respectable.
you're respectable, but like
What? No. What was that?
You damn near gotta respect yourself.
yeah, you gotta like love yourself. type
Yeah.
shit.
It's not like I don't. I have
I-
issues with myself, but it's not like I don't love
Yeah,
myself.
but like you're too like worried about external shit type shit. You know what I mean?
Not really.
So you're too worried about things outside of yourself that you can't control, such as women. So like you're not paying enough attention to yourself and what you need. So why would
That's not true.
anybody? Well, yeah, you pay your bills and you go to work and you post your TikToks, but like when it comes to women, it's way too much attention being put forth towards that. That's something you can't control. The things that are inside of your control should be the things that you're worrying about, and that commands respect because people see that and they're like, okay, yeah, that's somebody I want to be around because he's got his head on straight.
So I'm so confused right now.
That was okay. So have you ever seen? I'm sorry, I should ask you too. Have you ever seen the Conj episode on SpongeBob?
Yes.
Bear with me.
Brr.
I seen seen a video and it was basically saying how that episode goes deeper than what it really is.
Oh, not a SpongeBob introspective video. What the fuck?
I didn't want to watch it, but I was high.
Everything
So-
has messages.
Exactly.
All
So
things are political.
they were saying that
That's true, Chris.
it was like life and religion because SpongeBob and Patrick just focused on the things that they can
You
control.
fucking that shit.
And
Oh.
shit came. They was focused on the things that they could control, and like good things happened to them. Otherwise, why Squidward was trying to use logic and tactics to get his way out of a bad situation, and he kept falling on his face. And SpongeBob and Patrick was just focusing on the things that they can, focusing on the things that they can control. And God damn it, they go ice cream.
You sound like an old nigga.
And she always says, she just be like bringing ice cream cones and shit.
Thank you.
Damn, to have a girl like that.
And must be nice.
Okay.
Hold on to. No, but I was thinking like genuinely, I was thinking like, how do y'all treat rap when you are writing type shit? What are you writing for? What are you trying to like?
Damn, I ain't rapped in a brick, bro. So shit. I haven't rapped since the GOAT tape, dog. Shit was fire. When I did that song like Assology. When I wrote that bar, Miss Thickness, please teach me about assology. I wanna know your biology. I was thinking about that bar when I was in class. Actually, in fact, in biology, I was thinking about that.
I think it's more so of a feeling,
Yeah,
like how I feel, like
in that moment.
yeah, like how the beat make me feel, and how I feel like I'm a sound once I'm coming out the speakers. Cause I'm not gonna brag, like I can write anything, but it's simple to write something catchy.
Can you write in Excel?
In what?
Can you write an Excel spreadsheet?
Yeah, I actually took a class.
Okay.
I actually took a class. I know my shit.
Okay, never mind then. Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
I feel like I approach each like beat with like a different goal, and that kind of just depends on the context of what's happening. So like a song with Johnny, and we talk about this often. Me and you are gonna like throw fucking punches at each other, like lyrically, and like I love that shit. So I'm gonna be in my bag trying to like think of like double entendres and shit, blah blah blah. But like that's different compared to how I like look at a song with you being Chris. Smile on. Shout out.
The other one.
Yeah. I feel like me and you like just vibe really well on shit together. Although Sexy Sad Boys has some shit on it. We should return to that.
It's
So,
actually what
I
this
just treat
podcast is
everything
named after.
as needed, on a like as needed basis.
I like that song so much. I was just like, that has to be the name of this
Wait, which
podcast.
one? The one with the 808s or
The one where you had that obnoxious ass intro.
oh yeah, nigga. That
Yeah,
one.
that was great.
Yeah, we gotta redo it.
I don't know when you guys are gonna release that song though.
It's gonna. We just gotta finish recording a couple songs.
I don't like when rappers like they give me lies about when they're gonna release a song. I'm not saying you did.
I didn't tell a lie.
I know. I'm not
I
saying
know you didn't. I know you.
Yeah,
weren't saying
but I'm just saying like I hate when rappers.
I
do
can't
that.
like
Johnny,
promise,
stop laughing.
I can't promise anything until everything's done.
Why are you laughing?
Honestly, I feel like we need to like figure out a new place to record.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
I fuck with Envy, but like
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can go anymore after the last session that I did.
Yeah, Envion is kind of like gone downhill.
Yeah.
For
Since Juice WRLD.
so since like damn near the beginning, god
Is there a
damn.
direct correlation? Do you think?
I feel like they're trying to capture something. Like the last time that I went, they had you
You
can
think they're
tell
trying to
when
break
you
an
go-
artist?
Huh?
You think they're trying to break an artist again?
No. I think they're trying to grow their business more
Off of the name of Juice or off of the name
off of their own talents, which is like not wrong to do because they are a company, of course, but you can definitely tell they have like guidelines for how they think a song should sound.
Oh, they have structuring a lot.
That's not like I don't like that.
It's kind of like music, like corporate, like structuring that they kind of have there. But if you think about it, they got a mass amount of clients that they deal with per day, so there has to be some type of structure built within that. But it's like what I was telling you when we were texting that one time. I was just like, if they had a system where it was like it worked like a barbershop, like people rented out the studio for like however many hours or for the whole day and shit like that, and then they get to engineer the way that they engineer it, and they still make a profit out of it. Both the engineer
So is
and
the building a barber?
the building is the
Is
barbershop.
the builder, it's the barbershop.
The studio is the barbershop.
Don't
and
barbers
then-
own the building?
huh? No,
Are you,
barbers
like,
do not own the
renting
building.
barber?
There's one person
don't
that
own the building?
No, there's one person that owns. There's one person who might be a barber that owns the building, but they rent it out to other barbers every day. That's how it works.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, Johnny.
How do y'all feel about barbershops?
It's been a minute. It's been a
Same.
while.
I haven't been to the barbershop in like a year.
I hate barbershop culture.
I just have like
Yeah.
it's either I cut my hair or my mom does it.
I had a friend cut my hair for a minute, but probably gonna stop doing that because he fucked up my line the last time. And I don't want to do that again. So I'm going back to paying $50 for a fucking haircut.
I don't feel like you need
Straight
to pay
rate.
$50.
No,
No,
they
you
say
don't.
I
You
watched it.
really
Definitely don't need to
I watched a
$50.
TikTok of it, and this guy said he was like the son of a barber, and the reason why they make people pay $50 is basically just because of the economy and where we're at. So they have to like they kind of to make for them
Well,
to make a
that
profit.
of
They
course
have
I
to
would
make
have called. I would have
$50.
commented and told him to eat a dick because what? Because what?
Well, I mean, gas is at like $6 right now. So
He had a barbershop. What they got to do with me?
no, that's not. But dude, remember what I just said. The people that are working in that barbershop, they have to pay to even work. So they have to pay to rent the place for first. You said what, Anaya? Yeah, they got to pay a booth rent. So they're probably the person that owns the shop is probably raising the price for them to even rent it. So they have to raise the prices
They have
of
to
their
do this
haircuts.
by day.
Yeah, they have
That's
to. Yep,
nuts.
yep. It's a booth price. It's
Sounds like
it's
a
the same
personal
thing they do
problem
at
to me.
salons, right?
That is not
Yeah.
sustainable.
Like a strip club.
At the end of the week.
It's like rent. It's like how you pay
I think
rent.
some places do make you do per day though.
You can make it per day. My mom dated a barber. His blueprint was every week.
That's like not.
Yeah. So that happens. So I understand why they're probably raising their booth rates, like a lot of either the salons or the barbers.
Probably, yeah.
So that's why they have to charge for them to profit. They probably have to charge like $50 now for it. I wish it wasn't that
Why
way,
don't the
but
niggas just buy a building?
I don't think it's that easy. I think some of them do, and they just do the same thing. It's like how some niggas like look at Diddy. He got fucked by the industry, but then he became Diddy and created his own label and started fucking other people. So it's just a cycle that will continue to happen. It's just a systematic thing.
That nigga weird.
P Diddy.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about. I don't know. I can't pay attention to like.
I don't pay
old niggas
attention to
at
people
all.
in that large of
If
like
you're
a
not
space.
like Jay-Z and you old, I'm not listening. I don't care.
He be like having his homies over at his crib, like watching him fuck.
He
This
does
is
that.
confirmed, yeah. Did he? Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't want anybody to see me fuck.
Ain't
It's
he-
like a thing. It's like a show down there, performance.
Ain't him and Joe Budden like real cool?
Well,
think
Joe
Joe
Budden
Budden,
is.
like,
His, I mean, not
watched-
Joe
Most
Budden.
definitely,
Puff,
100%.
Puff is his boss.
Joe Budden was at one of these
I think
sessions.
he liked it.
Puff is his boss because he was his boss because he worked with Revolt on the TV on the show State of the Culture on YouTube
Yeah.
like in 2019 they did it. But I don't think he's his boss anymore. I don't think Joe has
I
any
think
ties to
I
Revolt
stopped caring
anymore.
about like music politics in general as soon as
Yeah.
as soon as that show he had with DJ Academics like ended.
Oh, Everyday Struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Act has his own show now off the record. It's an exclusive show on
That nigga look like
Spotify.
he stank.
Hey, hold on. Didn't bro just talk about like fucking underage girls recently?
I feel like that's too.
Yeah, people
believable.
kind of completely ignored that. It was like there for like a couple
How did
days.
they ignore that?
They just did. You don't see anybody talking about it anymore like that. You'll probably see some people still talking about it. I think he was talking to a girl about like, he said he would. It was like an old video that he made on his YouTube channel. Being old doesn't matter, but he was saying that like he would fuck a certain 17-year-old because like she looked attractive or something like that. I think that was. I'm paraphrasing like very badly.
He said
but
something
that's what he
about
said.
like if they're like at a college party, they're getting fucked basically. He said
Yeah, that. There we go. Yeah.
He said I don't care if they're 17, blah blah blah, and that was just like, what?
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
I don't know why he said that, but he said it. He also had another thing that went up where he was talking to Danielle Bregoli about like the people that she was fucking and like when she was younger than what she is now.
Why is he asking her that? Why does he care?
Don't know. Have no idea.
Bro is weird.
It's academics. No. Like no.
I definitely disagree with
I don't.
that,
I don't
but-
think you have to be weird. No. No,
I
because
can
this
see
is
what you mean. Yeah,
Act
I
isn't
definitely
a
do, especially if you're like DJ Academics.
Act does good journalism. I will say that, but it's the fact that like Ack adds, he does okay journalism, like, but like because he'll have a lot of facts.
I feel like
or what
DJ
is like
Academics
facts.
set a what's the term I'm looking for?
A standard.
A standard, yeah. DJ Academics set a standard for a bunch of niggas that do like
Content?
do content about like rap.
But that's what I
A
hate though,
bad
because that's
standard,
what
though.
Hello
very
Yasin.
bad standard.
But that's what I'm saying, because that's what Hello Yasin does. It's just like at this point, what a lot of people do when it comes to their content is just like, if I can't trash or make fun of this person as much as I can within the content that I do, it's not good content. And I feel that's what I see a lot in Hello Yasin's content, and people like him, is the fact
Yes,
that like,
sir. Hold on.
if I just say a bunch of bad things about this person, or if I just trash this person or say just bad shit, it'll get views and people will eat that up. And I don't agree with content like that. That's one of the reasons why I don't like what Academics
I'm
does
asking this to everybody.
within
here.
the media space
Who's y'all favorite rapper right now?
right now.
Right now.
Ricky Bobby. I watched Talladega Nights the other day. It was great.
Hoodie Allen. No,
Hoodie
just playing. My favorite artist.
Wax.
It's a split. My boy.
Conway.
The Machine.
Like Earl sweatshirt is definitely
my
always
nigga
in
Tepe.
rotation, but aside from that, I'm pretty sure DC the Don had my #1 spot on Spotify last year.
Actually, Boldy James. I've been listening to a lot of
Boldy
Boldy James. Yeah.
Who? That's he's got the slower shit. Yeah.
Yeah. He got a couple songs with Earl and Damo.
That nigga raw.
I've been listening to a decent bit of Zaloopers. What about you, Gerard?
My favorite rapper right now will probably be Denzel Curry. It'll be between Denzel and Earl, low key.
Did you hear his last project?
The Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. That was pretty good. That was real good actually. I liked how he evolved a lot because to me that was a lot more like a beat. I felt like
I haven't loved anything since Taboo personally,
Taboo was amazing. That's my favorite album from him.
but I like respect his creative process for sure.
Yeah,
I don't, even,
definitely.
I don't even think I have a favorite right now when it comes to like rapper. I think it's whatever.
We're your favorite rapper.
Of all time. Kid Cudi.
Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper?
I don't even know if I could say of all time who was like my favorite. There's just so many feelings that I feel throughout a day.
Who? Oh, bro.
Oh yeah, Chris Travis is dope. Yeah, he's pretty dope. Nah, but there's so many feelings that I feel throughout like just one day. It's hard for me to decide like who is like my favorite. What I like listening to right now. I've been going back and listening to stuff, especially like I've
Summers
been.
and shit, I assume.
No, I've been going back and listening to shit like Lil Peep's Crybaby project. I went to go listen back to that, and there's a couple of songs on there that I had missed and I didn't get into, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't get into those songs. But I was glad that I went back and listened to it and reappreciated what Peep's music was. I know a lot of people probably don't care for it that much
There's a
now.
lot of like select songs of his old shit that I really fuck with.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
y'all feel like about X now?
I know you don't like him. I mean, other than all of the bad shit.
Documentary.
I'm not watching
The newer. I'm not watching the documentary either because I don't care about it at this point. And I know enough information in this like from that documentary already to not
That
even
shit
have to
about
watch
that
it.
shit with his the latest posthumous album they released for him was fucked up.
Everyone is
It
gonna
was
be
like really
terrible.
bad.
But no, but I'm just trying to.
Exactly.
I don't know why they keep releasing them.
It's just people like eating off of it. Honestly.
Well, it's mostly his
Yeah.
mom that's like
Yeah.
eating off of it. His mom
That's
is
like
terrible.
super fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, but
I
either
guess
way,
like who else would you rather do it? Would you rather just like a big label do it, but still it's like fucked up either way?
yeah, yeah. I mean, but like his.
Yeah, this is for Gekyu.
But it's with him, he did a lot of like bad shit in the past, horrible shit
But
that he shouldn't have done. I think towards the end, huh? What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah. What are you trying to say with that? I don't.
Listen to Taylor Swift.
I'm not downplaying it. He did terrible shit. He put his hands on a woman. Yeah. I'm not trying to downplay it.
You can definitely say that. He did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying towards the end of his life, from what I saw.
I feel like there was other shit for me that like really like capped it off.
What is it for you?
The stuff that like really turned me off of X was one, his music. At the time when he started like, it wasn't that it was bad or anything. It was just that like,
was it the question?
He started like really chasing one sound.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
talking about, yeah.
I liked that he had multiple things that he could do.
I think he was still doing that though, because like,
oh, go ahead. My bad.
no, I think he was still
Seldom.
giving
Very seldom.
Seldom, maybe. No, I don't think it was even seldom. I think he was still giving a lot of variety. Like even when he put out that Christmas project, a year before he passed away, and that still had a good amount of variety on there. Even
They had like what, Red Light and the Hate song or whatever.
Something like
that was when he was going through his phase where he was gonna drop Ugly.
Yeah, but he never did that.
He didn't do that. No.
Yeah, he didn't have the time to because he died. But either way, I still saw a lot of variety in what he was doing. I still, variety. Even the people that he was working with and doing
features
like
with, wasn't that mostly just like a SoundCloud thing too? The Christmas album.
The Christmas project was just a SoundCloud project. Exclusive. Yeah, it was something to put out. Is what Uzi
in the stuff that he was putting forth more often than not, it was just all the same kind of like sad sound chase, which I understood because that was the like thing, his focus at the time.
I saw a lot of untapped potential.
Yeah,
like just ideas that weren't like fully fleshed out.
And not to like.
I think that was just him as a person though. Like I think he had a lot of ideas that like he was so talented. He had a lot of ideas. He would start something, drop it, and then pick up something else because that was better than what he thought before. So that's probably why he had so many. Like,
and that's great. I'm glad he like got inspiration to do so many things. But that don't mean like I have to like think it's like amazing.
Yeah. Nah,
and I like a lot of X songs.
Right.
But like there is just a good part of his discography that I can just do without.
No, you can say it's garbage. I don't get mad at.
Yeah.
I don't get mad at people for disliking his catalog.
Mainly, my problem was like when he was, who was he beefing with? The Migos or whatever. When he started beefing with the
What's
Migos,
the nigga name?
Liftoff. When he started beefing with the Migos, that turned into a beef with Trippie Redd at some point.
Yeah.
But I think they
they did not squash it.
Oh,
they didn't squash it. X died,
and then when X died, Trippie like posted like he was all sad. Or whatever. I guess maybe he reconciled,
and then he like took back all the stuff that he said. One of the reasons that I was like, I got off X is that basically like around that time when they were beefing, Trippie came out and was like, "Hey, look, I want to, since we being honest about shit, I'm gonna be honest about X with y'all. This nigga dude." He was telling people that he like was drug free or some shit like that, or he stopped doing like psychedelics, and Trippie pretty much exposed him for still doing like acid and abusing his mother and blah 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 blah. Which like now when I think about it, it's like even weirder that his mother is eating so hard off of her dead son, considering like. Mm-hmm. He was like abusing her.
Well, I heard he shared stories too that his mom was when he was younger. I'm not excusing what he did when he was older, but his mom when he was younger was like abusing him. She neglected him a lot of the time, and
but that doesn't like.
I'm just saying what could build up to the point of him like getting to that.
Yeah,
point.
you're
that
doing
not
the thing that
anything.
Cops do for school shooters.
Oh my God, no, I'm not.
That judges do for school shooters, where you're like, oh. Nah, he had a rough upbringing, but he's white, so he can't really like.
No. I just don't think. I think he tried to change, but a lot of the things that he did just can't be looked past. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was changing. He could have been just bullshitting, and it could have just been like all false. But
my thing is that I don't want to be bullshitted and being that effective at like. Manipulating millions of kids and thinking you're a god before you die is like a little fucked up. He has like a literal cult following.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, Kanye has like a cult following. He literally says
I don't
that
like how he
he's a
plays
god.
into it.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah. And I like Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
I also like some X songs, but I don't know. There's a lot going on with that whole situation. I hate how I hate the disingenuity with that whole shit, but I don't despise shit being disingenuous. That is the pandering thing that I'm talking about. I feel like he did a lot of that.
You think X pandered? He could have
Yeah.
probably did some pandering. I can see that.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Like as much as I like that Hope song. Come on, bro.
It was too opportune of a time to do that.
Yeah, come on, bro. You trying to get motherfuckers good graces? Like, I don't know.
It's like what what Justin Bieber did with Sorry. I ain't gonna lie, he kind of got me with that project, with that whole Purpose project. That shit was hard. Did nobody else like the Purpose album here? Justin Bieber, the Purpose,
My bad. I forgot.
the Purpose album from the Biebs.
I've never heard a single Justin Bieber album from cover to cover, and I
Journals.
feel like you
I
said-
listened
It's
to
kinda
Purpose
fun.
cover to cover.
What?
So
Journals is kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie.
I did not listen. I didn't care for Journals.
I was never.
I
had,
only like Purpose.
I had multiple
No, I only
sisters.
like Purpose. And his old
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah. And I'm a hipster, so Justin Bieber was not like. on
Justin
Roto
Bieber
for
was
me.
like your enemy. He was like an op.
Justin
He
Bieber, One
represented
Direction.
everything you hated.
I despised One Direction.
One
My
Direction was
sister
great.
wouldn't shut the fuck up about One Direction.
One Direction was great.
I still listen to One Direction.
They're still kind of hard.
I was kind
I-
The Jonas
it's
Brothers
different.
are still hard. Their old music is still
I
pretty
think
hard.
I listened to no. That's 5 Seconds of Summer. I like 5 Seconds of Summer.
I heard of them, never listened to them. I think
He was a big time Rush boy.
I like Big Time Rush. Yeah, Big Time Rush was good.
I like the Jonas.
Girlfriend is
Brothers.
a great song. Or Boyfriend is a great song. I need somebody to fucking do a sample Boyfriend and actually like rap over that shit. I would want to hear that. This song, I want to A&R a project one day, but nobody's allowing me to.
Get
So
good.
You said get good.
I tell
no,
this man.
I said yeah, good,
I
but
tell-
that's
Oh, yeah,
also
good.
that also
Get
works.
good.
Like Dark Souls.
I tell this man about all of my dreams and aspirations, and Chris just like
No, I don't.
shoots it down.
What about that one thing with the house? Didn't I like encourage you to do this too?
What thing with the house?
The not a house, but like getting artists together and making like a thing. Didn't I encourage you to do that?
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? Wait, well, I'm trying. Be specific.
You
what are you
lost
talking
the
about?
idea. That's crazy.
Lost what idea?
The thing you had like
You only
this-
getting it once.
Yeah, you had like this concept where you wanted to help a bunch of rappers or a bunch of artists like get their projects off the ground or some shit.
Oh yeah, you're talking about when I came up with the project, the incubator, and then
Yeah.
you niggas said it was a stupid name.
Yeah. No, niggas didn't. What? I
It was
did-
either
I don't
you
recall.
or it was
I
either you
definitely
or
didn't
Jeremy
call.
that said it was
no,
stupid.
it wasn't Jeremy either. It was probably like one of your roommates when you were. But when you brought up the idea,
That's what it should be
Yeah.
called. It's an incubator space. That's what it is.
Somebody said it was stupid.
it definitely wasn't.
That's like
me.
not stupid at all.
No.
No, somebody said the name was stupid. The idea, no, but somebody said the name was. I'm gonna remember one
Stop
day.
listening to them.
Yeah.
Nah, but I want to remember it because now I just
I
remade it.
guarantee it wasn't me because I just brought it up.
See, but that's how you can hide behind it.
Plot twist, it was him, and
would
he's
be crazy.
gaslighting
We
you.
go back in time. We go back in time. Yeah,
I wish we
that
could.
is also something I would do. So like, I don't know.
That's what I'm
You'll
saying.
never know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's always hard to believe Chris sometimes. That's what y'all not understanding. So when he tells y'all shit, don't just automatically
He
believe
doesn't
him.
do this with
No.
me, at least. I don't know about
Oh,
the rest of us, but
See, he's
I
manipulating.
think he just be fucking with you because you like damn near are an easy lick to be fucked with.
a little bit.
That's just my honest assessment of the situation. You allow yourself to get fucked with.
No, I don't. It's just, I don't see it coming.
Well, do you know what I would do if I knew he was like fucking with me?
What?
I would be like, Chris, get the fuck out of here, and I'll wave him off and continue about my day. You actually like play into it and like go with the joke.
Nah, because sometimes it's just like he plays it off so well, like it's not a joke. Sometimes
No, he doesn't.
Nah, no.
I think I do.
Nah, it'd be times where like it's just me and Chris.
I'm saying, how can he play off you not giving a fuck though?
Play off me not giving a fuck.
Yeah, you have to not give a fuck.
Yeah, you care a little bit too much.
Nah, see, he knows that, so that's why he'll try to fucking keep engaging with it. That's the thing. Because when I get interested, I'm interested.
It's gonna get more complex now. I'm gonna get real fucked up.
No, don't do that. I had to fucking cut off that one girl because she was playing with my head. I don't like it when they play with my head.
You're not gonna cut me off though. You and I both know that.
I'm not saying I'm cutting you off, Chris.
I
I'm
know.
just saying in general. I don't like it when if it's for fun. If I know you're not actually trying to hurt me, because I know you're not actually. You're just trying to fuck with me. I'm just saying
this
like.
is a random ass thought.
What?
This has nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Okay.
Do y'all have what do y'all think about having a belief system in general? Not like being religious in particular, but like, do you think that it's necessary in some way, shape, or form to like believe in something more than what you are to continue like walking?
Do I think it's necessary? Like to survival or mental
In
well-being?
general, like, or also what is yours, if so?
Do I believe?
Because I know nobody here is like religious.
Can you say the question again, real quick?
What do you think that it's in some way, shape, or form necessary to have a belief system of some kind? And
Like
if
any
so,
belief system, it doesn't matter.
like in general.
Okay.
And also, like, basically, do you think that there is more to life than what's going on right now?
Yes. Like I guess, for lack of a better term, I'm like spiritual. I don't do like tarot or none of that shit or
No, of
like
course.
yeah.
Mess
I
around
don't
with
know.
crystals and
I-
shit?
No. I think it's just as simple as there's like just energy, and everybody has energy, good energy, bad energy, big, small. Like people just move kind of different. And I guess that's the only thing I believe. You know, you put good shit out there, you get good shit back. Kind of like karma, I guess, but like literally just equal law of exchange or whatever.
What do you think happens to you when you, like, croak?
I think you become like you just go through the systems, you go through the cycles, you deteriorate.
You get put somewhere?
Yeah, your energy feeds something else and becomes transferred to other shit.
I know you don't believe anything, right?
Let me go. Nah, I don't really believe
Lorenzo
in
believes
much.
You go back to the great Mexican woman in the sky.
No. Maybe. We
Excellent
can only
callback.
hope. We can,
Top tier.
Yeah.
oh.
Nino.
You see how he moaned? He got horny off that.
I didn't get horny. I didn't get horny. No, because Chris said that. Cause it's this fine ass like 40-year-old or like for like maybe late 40s like Hispanic woman that works at my job, and she like yesterday she came in
Walk
looking.
in and you be like, look at God.
I did,
And you mean that shit too.
bro, because she's so fine. But other than that, let me get off that.
You can't fuck old woman. That's my thing.
Okay, no, I can. They don't take me seriously, so. Well, younger women don't even take me seriously, so it don't even matter.
I'm sorry.
Where's Johnny at?
He's on
Yeah.
the couch, I think.
okay.
Oh, yikes. You know, I don't really believe in too much because it's hard to believe in anything nowadays. I try to mostly believe in myself. I think that's the system that I try to
But what is
believe
that
in.
like?
But even I have doubts and cracks within. I think my fucking my belief system is compromised sometimes because, or I think I let other people outside of that system inflict damage on the system within, like internally. So that's what like starts to corrupt and destroy my belief system. Is what
Do you
other
think it's
people-
because of the internet that things are hard to believe, or because what we're talking about is metaphysical type shit? Like, I don't think the internet can have an impact on it, right? Because you're just a person.
No,
I think it's more so like how the world interacts with you.
Yeah, I've had bad interactions with the world a lot of the time. Like, it feels like a lot of the time that left or right, I get fucked by the world itself, and sometimes it's my fault. But either way, like that's why I can't have a belief system, and I can have beliefs in like religion or beliefs in the government or beliefs in like anything that seems like it's higher than what it should be, because I don't think anything should be that high. If you guys understand what I mean, but I don't know. I just don't believe in anything really.
I feel like it's like a little weird to be walking around in like a body that you didn't ask to be in.
Shit's strange, bro.
It's like crazy.
Weird.
Shit's strange.
I don't know. Some days it just feels like I'm just living. Like I'm just living to survive another day.
Do some
most
days
of the time.
not like feel real?
Yeah.
Most of them.
Most of them, yeah.
I can definitely agree with that.
Literally last night at work was probably like one of them days, because I got
I'm
up.
not here type shit.
Yeah, I went to work and I kept going to the break room to like go take a smoke, and I was doing that, and then like one of the fucking supervisors came up to me. He was just like, "Hey, you're starting to build up TOT. What have you been doing?" I'm just like, I just walked away. I was just like, I couldn't even answer him.
I love those moments where I can't even like interact with about it. Like I'm not even like down bad or depressed or anything. I just don't want to.
You just can't be fucked too.
Yeah. And there's moments in the day where I just don't want to talk to anybody. Like, and people will try to like come up and talk to me sometimes, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not giving them much to like go on, and they just walk away. And I'm like, thank God, because I don't feel like talking. I think that's one of the reasons why that day too that I tested her.
Do you be scared to wake up some days?
Yes. I don't. So actually, it's not even waking up. I hate going to sleep, because whenever I wake up, something happens. Like something like in my life like happens to where like I have to go and fix something, or I have to go and help somebody out with something, or I have to do something for somebody. So it's like a never-ending cycle of feeling like I gotta like get up and like.
You have to do these things?
No.
No.
It's just like something built up in my head where, I think growing up the way that my mom raised me kind of inflicted, like gave me something like I'm a people pleaser type of thing. Like I try to do pretty much damn near, because like to get my mom's attention, sometimes I felt like I needed to do things for her to get her attention. Because sometimes there would be days where I would just want to try to talk to her just to talk, like how we are now. And the one thing that I would say will lead into like a lecture about something. And I'm pretty sure all of us have probably gone through that, but like my mom just like did that to me. So now it was just to the point where like, if I want her to like think of me as like doing, like I think I do have fucking like, look at me senpai fucking energy, because I'm kind of like that with damn near like everybody, because I want people, it's not even just mommy issues. It's just like, I just want attention for like, not to like when I was younger, I was wild.
You want to be acknowledged.
Yeah, there we go. Because I was talking to somebody about this a while ago, and I was telling them for like a long time. It might have been you, Chris. I was telling them for like a long time. Like as a person, I've just felt invisible to everybody. So like I felt like sometimes I had to make myself known and shit like that, but it was always in the wrong way a lot of the time, and I didn't like not being seen, because at home I felt like I wasn't seen like that, and just everywhere I went, like I was in somebody else's shadow, and I just didn't feel like a person. I didn't feel human. So that's why like I would act out sometimes. I would do stupid shit. I would purposely say stupid things just to get attention, just because I wanted people to like look at me and like at least feel like some type of emotion from somebody. Because I never felt like I really got real.
You ever think some days that you're trying a little too hard to like get your story told, or have people pay attention to your story?
All the time. And whenever I start sensing that, I kind of like nip it in the bud more now. Like whenever I feel that energy like coming inside of me, I'm just like, ooh, pause.
Coming inside of you. Coming inside of you.
I definitely had a phase like that in high school for sure. Like entering high school. I definitely like got bullied in elementary school and shit.
I did too, yeah.
And going into freshman year, that's when I like started hearing like Odd Future and like Tyler and shit. And so like that definitely inspired me to like go into school and just act a fucking ass. Yeah. Like we used to just be like yelling like obscenities or like writing like 666 on the board and shit. And like that was fun. But like, why was I doing that?
Why did I upside down crosses?
Yeah,
on
same,
my shirt
bro,
and
on
shit.
everything, G. But like, why? Why do you? I guess at some point I just like in high school I was like, why do I need to
Why
do
do I
this?
do this? Yeah.
And I kind of just chilled to myself, and I just been on that wave like ever since. I like damn near love it now.
But I did that a lot of the time because I was depressed because I had nobody to like really like I've always had like friends or like acquaintances and shit like that. Like I'm the only one in my family that interacts with people a lot more than my family does. Like my brother doesn't have friends like that he talks to like that. My sister doesn't really have friends. My mom definitely doesn't have a lot of friends like that. Like like that's not the shit on her. That's just how she is as a person. She just doesn't like. She told me as a kid never to trust like my friends and never to think that they always got your back and shit like that. And
She had a point.
and she had a point. It wasn't
Don't
wrong.
be trusting niggas like that.
But it's just like the real friends that I had that I know that I have. I was like, I know that they got my back for like certain shit. So I don't.
That's the only type of people I want to be my friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like when she kicked me out, the first person I went to live with was Jeremy. Then after he didn't want me to be there anymore, I started staying with Jordan, and Jordan let me do that a couple times. Stay at his place. I was sleeping on Jordan's floor like for a minute. What the fuck? Nah, but I was sleeping on. I was sleeping on Jordan's floor for like a good minute,
Yes.
and
What are look? There's a difference.
It's like a general category.
So is that because when they grow inside or something?
Yeah, I think so.
probably so. Nah, but that's just how it was for me growing up. So I kind of had to like, you know how like narcissists when they grow up with parents that kind of neglect them and don't really show a lot of effort to
This
be
nigga
there.
Got glitter on his eye.
What? How?
Pause.
I don't know how that got there. But either way,
He was in Pride.
no. I mean, it's not a bad thing to go to Pride. I would go to Pride just to see the bitches.
To see the bitches.
I mean,
We know what you're going for.
So,
What you were saying.
so we all going there to fuck guys? I mean, I'm down if everybody
Wanna
else
chill,
is.
bro. I was lucky just in Pride in Houston. I was just chilling, like having a good time.
I wanted to go to Pride.
No, but what was I at? I was saying that oh yeah, when narcissists when they're younger, they get neglected and people and like their parents don't do as much as them or show them a lot of attention, so they have to dig down deep into themselves, into their own ego and their own resolve, and say that I'm all that I have. I am the best person that like anybody could ever be. I'm like the epitome of like greatness and shit.
Epitome.
Or the epitome. There you go. The epitome of greatness. I have to think that way, or my mind will break.
I feel like I could also see the opposite being the case too, where like they get so much attention that they think they're worth all of that. So like I don't know if it's like such a hard science to say that like no attention equals narcissist.
Yeah.
No,
I can see the path for sure. But
Yeah,
like,
I'm not saying that every time that
Okay.
works out, but I'm saying like it had the opposite effect on me. I didn't dig down and try to be like,
Oh, for you,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I didn't become a narcissist. I came out differently from that.
Are you sure?
I feel like I have. I don't feel like I have. Do I have narcissistic vibes? Is that?
You let yourself get bodied too much to be a narcissist.
Okay, Chris. Okay.
It's not like a knock against you or anything. I actually think it's like
But when you said bodied, so
I actually think it's like a positive quality to just like shrug shit off and keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Like very positive.
yeah. But then there's moments where like I've in some
It just
situations
becomes too much.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, now it starts to I start thinking like instinctually, like as like just as a male, as a man, where it's just like, all right, there's only so many times where a nigga can just try to hold me, where it's just like, all right, come on now, like where's the respect at this point? Like we can
don't
joke.
let people hold
Yeah.
you for sure.
That's what I'm saying. There's been times in my life where I've kind of like allowed that to happen. I don't allow it now because it's just like I don't want that in my life. I don't think I even have people in my life that do that to me. I would hope.
When the last time you got
Guys.
hold, Chris?
When the last time I got hold,
Yeah.
it's rare a nigga even like
Try.
yeah. I don't know.
That's by Chris's demeanor though, because like people.
I'm gonna sound like a narcissist now when I say this, but like, I don't know. Niggas be like trying to get my attention and trying to like
talk to you or talk at you.
I feel like you gotta like allow a nigga to hold you.
Yeah, you gotta like really.
What do you mean by that? Chris?
You gotta have your.
You
guard
gotta
down
give
for
him the
long
keys
enough
to
for that
your
happen.
emotions to be able to like evoke that in you. Damn near. Like if I don't, I have to like value your opinion
Yeah,
for me to even
to be
behold.
able to hurt,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I guess like, well, yeah. Why did you give them that power to hold you?
When I was younger,
Yeah.
You didn't know what else to do, did you?
no,
I
because
mean, I
my
guess
mom
it's
was
learning-
holding me
learning
at home. My
experience.
brother was holding me. My cousins were holding me. Even my little sister was holding me. Like everybody at that point in my life, I felt. Even my friends, I felt like at the time were like holding me because like it was like a nasty phase where everybody. It felt like everybody was bullying me. That's what it felt like. So it was just like if
Timing.
everybody is going to keep
The
yeah,
timing
Gerard
was
is good.
crazy.
Gerard is good with timing. But like it felt like everybody at the time was just like trying to do or say something like to hurt me. And some of that wasn't all the time trying to hurt me, but it was just like that's what it felt like. So what am I supposed to do? If
Like,
everybody
even
if everybody's
words that-
going to keep continue to treat me this way and I'm not going to try to do anything to get better, then
Yeah.
what's the point of me fighting it?
Like,
and
even
if
shit
that
felt
brings
like
me
they were
back
trying
to the
contribute
thing,
to you.
huh?
Even shit that felt like they were trying to like, or they probably in their head thought they were trying to like help you in some way.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that like what I hated the most,
The way niggas talk to you.
it was the way people
Yeah.
talk to me, and it's the fact that like, all right, you all, and I've had to have conversations with y'all sometimes too about just like plain out like respect for me and like things that I don't want y'all to like try to talk to me about or talk to me in a certain way, like, because I'm just like it's gotten to the like that's why I had to leave the Snapchat group chat that we had,
Yeah.
because like there was
Along with
people, yeah, with everybody
the
now.
C boys.
Yeah. So that's why I'm just like, I can't keep, like, if nobody in here is respecting me the way that I want to be respected, and you're still thinking of things thinking of me in an older way, as like an older Lorenzo and
As
shit
though
like
you
that.
haven't changed at all.
Huh?
As though you haven't changed at all.
Yeah, which I feel like I have changed. I don't know if anybody else thinks that, but
I think
feel
you've
like,
grown a lot, but there are still like it comes with being a human, I guess. Like there are still things.
yeah, there's still things. I know there's some things I still haven't grown out of, like doing and shit like that. But still, it's just like if you're not trying to see me as the new person that I'm trying to be and shit like that, and you're still treating me as the older person, it's just like I can't keep falling in line with that, and I can't keep allowing people to do that to me. So I have to break free from that. There's a lot of people that I had to stop being friends with, or people that stopped being friends with me when I finally started like speaking up and being like, "Hey, don't treat me like this."
Niggas
And
started getting mad, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll-
yeah, that's a problem that solves itself. Like you're allowed to establish boundaries for yourself, and if people can't respect that, then yeah, they can get the fuck on.
Or
that's
if you
like
can-
that's good for you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like everybody can tell me about myself, but as soon as I tell you about
yourself.
about you get
That's
upset
some
about
fuck
it.
shit, right?
Yeah, and it's just like that's not
Man, what are
fair.
you talking about? Bro, what is you on? You're not doing anything.
Like as much as like Chris like tells me about himself, I'll tell him something about like how he's like reacting or how it's even like last week we joked about it, but it like the way when like you answered the phone and shit like that. I was just like, you don't have to speak to me like
How
that.
do you
and shit
answer
like
the
that. And we
phone?
and we joked about
I have to know.
okay, because he answered
Instantly, what?
What?
yeah. But he was speaking to me in a tone where like I knew there was like
It wasn't
irritation.
his fault either.
Yeah,
I
it
was
wasn't me. Yeah,
I was with a shorty and I was getting irritated.
By the shorty?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be
yeah.
like
So I wasn't upset because I knew I just didn't want him to aim it towards me. Like
that.
have,
Right. No,
but I-
I feel that. Yeah.
Sometimes you just be getting crossfire, and that's unfortunate.
yeah. But I know Chris, and I know he wasn't trying to like be a dickhead towards me, so that's why I wasn't upset. I know Chris is like the person that I know the most that like is not trying to hurt me, like in
Yeah.
a way. Like he'll joke on me and shit like that, but he's not trying to inflict like mental damage
actual,
upon me and shit like that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to scar you or anything ever, but like, I am trying to fuck you up a little bit.
I think you do that with so in a sense, you do that to people. Not everybody, but like
I ask questions for the most part with other people.
that fucked them up.
So like, yeah,
Yeah, you're very direct with me.
mostly to hear the. That's why I like Chris a lot of the time, because me and Chris can just talk openly about existential shit.
So it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too logical to do that. Sometimes I know I
feel like it's illogical to not have had an existential crisis yet. Like that doesn't make sense.
I think I have before. I think I have, like maybe like a year or so ago, but like even that, I was trying to go back to something that I was thinking, but you fucking threw me off with that question. Existential crisis, logical. What the fuck was I thinking of before you fucking said that?
And he not
Fuck.
finna edit this.
Oh my god. I was trying to say, oh yeah, I found it. I was telling a friend that like I'm like me myself, I'm a contradiction because I'm like the actions that I make sometimes are illogical, but sometimes I do make logical like actions that will work out for me. And I don't know why. I remember like somebody called me like, this is an old friend that I had. She called me like a smart dumbass. Like that's not a.
You're emotionally inept. You in certain areas where you need to be like
less
educated,
emotional.
You're very educated in terms of like you're very computer smart. Like there's a lot of shit that you can do online. Like you have a shit ton of potential, but when it comes down to like people interacting with you and shit like that, like you allow other people to come first type shit. You don't think about yourself and how certain things will impact you, or like it could be something as simple as like whether or not helping somebody will make you late to something else that you already had.
He's speaking about today. He's talking about today.
No. But it's like little shit. It's little shit. You know what I mean?
But I don't even try to like do it. It just like happens, and I think in like a mode where even if you were to do it, you were to ask me something before I was supposed to go do something else.
Yeah.
Like I would still, but I know
it's okay to tell people no though.
Yeah.
But I know you would even question me like, why did you come here to do this with me if you were supposed to go do something else? I know you would probably
me
question
personally,
that.
yeah.
You
like
would
most
question.
other niggas wouldn't give a fuck
they wouldn't care.
about
No,
like what you had to do. They just want to know like
Yeah.
how whether or not you're gonna be able to impact them.
That's what
they
I'm
get
saying.
really mad at you when you can't.
Yeah.
But it's weird because there's some people that I can help. Like there's a dude, even this dude at work that I work with. I've been giving him rides and shit like that home every now and then. He doesn't ask all the time, but he'll always like give
Does
me
he give
gas
you
money.
gas? Okay.
Yeah, so that's somebody who or even like he'll ask to like borrow money to get an Uber home, and he'll send the money that night, like right when he gets back to the crib. So that's like somebody I can trust to like, if they need help with something, I know.
But for how long?
But for how long? I don't know. With that dude, I don't know how long. Because he got his car back this week, so he's straight. He just said he needed it for like help with like a couple weeks. But he didn't ask me every day. It was like maybe once a week he'll ask me that shit
Do
to
you
like
think
give him a ride
that
and
those
shit.
people would reciprocate? Or how often has it happened where people have reciprocated that?
Not all the time. Because I think that's why sometimes I think of myself. What was that? That it's just too sexual. You okay, Chris?
No, I'm fine.
Nah, but I think people a lot of the time just see like it's like that one bar that I think Nas was saying about being a gun, about feeling like he was a gun, just feeling like he was just like a tool used to be used sometimes. And that's one of the things that like that's why I stopped wanting to be in like film, like just in the film world, like in that industry, because I felt like a tool. I just felt like another cog in like the gear a lot of the time. So that's why I'm like in content creation, you can kind of just do like your own thing and not have to worry about feeling like a tool and shit like that. But just in life, sometimes even at work, I feel like a tool sometimes. Like at Amazon, for you to move up, you got to kiss ass and shit like that. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm willing to do things like that, partake in like my job and shit like that. But anything outside of that, I'm not trying to go above and beyond
I'm
for
not
it
gonna
and
be
shit.
nowhere that I don't want to be.
Honestly, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm trying to say no more to people. I mean, I just like, cause some shit like I don't necessarily want to do or have to do. I think in my mind I felt like I have to do it because, like I said earlier, I'm like a people pleaser. Like I have a bad thing where I want people to like me. Like it's a very bad thing. I should not care that like people like me or not like me. That should be a thing that I should not.
How do you think you got to the point where you stopped giving a shit?
Me?
Yeah, I want to hear that. Yeah.
That shit got like drilled into my head as a kid. My dad like.
Here we go back to the dads.
Well, yeah, this might be one of those things. But like in car rides and shit, he'll just like, I mean, he'll like weave it into normal conversation, but he'll just be like, Chris, you know, you live in life and shit. Not everybody gonna like you, and that's fine. You gonna have to be able to like move on and like deal with that. It's okay. You gonna meet people who like do like you, and so I heard that at a young age, and I was like, okay. And here we are.
Yeah. Maybe I think my mom did tell me stuff like that, but it just never. I think the messenger was like the person who I just didn't care to hear it from. But sometimes like there was some things she said that I probably should listen to, and I think it's harder for me to do that dealing with a person like her. So it's just like,
I mean, it's up to you as well to like be a good judge of character. Like, damn near, you have to be the one establishing the parameters. You got to be the one like choosing who you want to be around, and not worrying about how people perceive you. You know,
like start determining what qualities in a person you feel like are valuable.
Okay, then tell me what makes you guys want to stay away from a person. Like what? Because I know Chris is good at it. Because I've seen him in action before. Where like we've met a person before, and he's just like, I ain't never going around that nigga again.
It is so easy.
It's not hard.
Niggas be like simple minded or like.
Well, tell me.
I feel
really
like
easy
if
shit.
you're worth hanging around, you'll say something that will spark my interest, and I'll just be like, "Oh wow, I want to like feel that again with that person." And most people just don't do that.
I oftentimes like now be like looking for use cases, like what could a person help me with in terms of like internal shit.
Yeah.
Like how could this person make me better as a human being? And it's not a lot of people that can help.
Yeah, no.
So then I'll ask this: like, what made you think with those parameters being set? What made you be like, all right, I want to stick around Lorenzo? Like, what's the thing that made you?
God, he making it about himself.
No, oh my God. No.
Your like stick to itiveness is crazy. That's like ridiculous. You have this thing in you that just like forces you. Like it doesn't matter what comes in between this and that. You know what you have to get done, and you do it because you have an end goal type shit in mind, and that might be a short term goal, but it's still you still have to get there, regardless of anything getting in the way of that. I think there are qualities in yourself that you don't like appreciate enough.
Like what?
Because of like what I just said, and because of past shit, you let all that shit get lost in the wind.
Cause it's hard to not think about some of that shit. I know what y'all are saying about like not caring what people say and shit like that, but there's something. I remember like a roommate I used to have. I walked in the crib one time, and I think he was upset about something. I don't know what it was, and he told me that I was a man child, and that shit still kind of like sticks with me in my head because I'm just like, do I really act that way sometimes? I know I'm like goofy as hell a lot of the time. People probably don't take me seriously by the way that I act a lot of the time because they don't see me in form when I'm actually like working and shit like that. So I can understand why like people think that way, and him living with me, he probably could see it more. So like it's shit like that I'm saying where it's just like it sticks with you. You can't stop thinking about that. It just doesn't go away easily, especially like if internally you kind of feel like that yourself. So it's just like, is it true, or is
you
it
think
all?
It's true?
You don't know what is true because it's hard to believe anything these days, right?
Stop knowing me. So it's hard to like really believe anything. It's hard to really see the truth a lot of the time. That's what the sexy sad boys are all about. Sexy therapy. Only for the sexy boys. No, I'm joking. I'm not that sexy.
Nah, this is for the boys that want to get sexy.
Yeah, there we go.
That want to be sexy.
Yeah.
By the way, me, Chris, Mikey, we are the sexy sad boys. Lorenzo has nothing to do with that.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw the show was named that, I was like, "That's interesting."
Yeah.
I thought that was like us.
We didn't think of anything else.
I mean, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
It is.
I got inspired by the song.
Lorenzo,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like Lorenzo is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in training.
No, like I
He's definitely on the project.
Yeah.
when I listened to the song for the first time, I was like enthralled by like just the sound in general, and especially like your verse. There's a lot of things within your verse that I related with. So when I was coming up with at first I wanted to name the podcast Regular Show, but Chris was just we had this conversation. I can go back to the messages. Chris didn't like the name of didn't like that name, so I was just like, all right, we'll change it to something else. I spent months
Too innocuous.
I spent months like thinking about it, and then I went back another day and I was listening to the song and I was just like, this probably has to be the name of the podcast, bro. It has to be the name. So I apologize if like I didn't talk to y'all about it. That's just like
you're good.
We recorded the podcast and like we didn't have a name for it yet, and I didn't want it to just like have a default like trash name. So I was just like, all right, this is the
That's
name.
just
I'm
something
slapping
I
this on
made
here.
up when we had to have a name. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it made sense.
Yeah.
It was perfect, honestly.
yeah. I mean, but you're on the Sexy Sad Boys podcast, so hey,
Yeah.
maybe you're sexy and maybe you're sad, and you might be a boy.
I feel like every episode has had like it's just been sad boys so far. Like everything that we talk about is like depression related, or
Well, I thought that was I kind of
it's you talking about bitches.
We were talking about his toes.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did get at it.
I promise you, I'm trying not to talk about the women I interact with on here, but it's hard because it's in my mind, and I talk about.
It's so much of like what impacts your like psyche throughout the days.
Well,
You
I think it's
specifically.
because of like because I'll even explain like even this tripped me out the other day, and I don't even know why I reacted this
Fuck.
way. What?
Not go.
No, it's just I'm not gonna be elongated with the story, or elongated with the story. If I was walking out of work, there's one girl that I talk to every now and then. I'm not even like super into her like that. We just talk as friends and shit like that. So I think most of the time that women don't even want to like talk to me that much. So when
I
we were
mean,
walking
probably
away, huh?
I said probably not, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's why I'm just like we were talking, putting away our like fucking scanners, and then I was just walking off, and then she was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "We're walking the same way. Just walk with me." I was like, "Oh, I didn't think about that because I didn't think you wanted me to walk with you. I was just walking, just being a regular person." So and I don't know why that tripped me out. Like I was just like, am I that sad as like a person, as like a human being that like I can't tell that like a person wants to interact with me and just walk with me to like leave out?
I never assume anyone wants to interact with me.
I definitely no.
You avoid embarrassment.
Yeah. Not even avoid embarrassment. It's just like
I just don't
Yeah.
think that. I don't know. Like, if you show me interest, I'll be like, oh,
yeah, we
what's
can
up?
we can hang out.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think
It's
like
very tough to like want to hang out with anybody. These
I'm
days.
more talking about just like people didn't like to grow. It's more about like sometimes I want to interact with people and I'll interact with some people and I'll be like I kind of never want to talk to this
I like
person again.
hate 90% of men.
yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't know if you listened to the last episode, but the shit that I had explained on there about it's some dudes that I
It's
just
not even
can't interact
bad.
with. It's just like
The shit niggas be talking about.
It's nothing.
It just be empty.
Fucking nothing,
Niggas
bro.
be talking about there be no substance,
Bro.
at all.
like the dude I was driving home. I thought I would never like not want to have a conversation about like ass, but he was like on Instagram and he kept showing me ass. And I'm just like, nigga, I don't care.
I'm
just thinking in
tired
my
of
head,
ass. I'm tired of seeing ass, bro.
like I
not
didn't
doing
care.
anything.
It didn't do anything for me. I'm like I'm driving, And he just kept talking, and I was trying to listen. I was trying to listen to.
He was like putting the phone in his face.
He kept telling me to look.
Look at it.
He was just like, "Hey, which one you got?" And he showed me the
Which
phone.
one you got?
And I was just like, both. I was like, I mean, they look good, but I was just like, I'm never probably going to meet those women in my life. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
How does this?
I'm trying to listen to Lil Peep.
That's his dream, to be able to interact with women like that.
Yeah.
That's not my dream.
He definitely can't
Yeah.
do it.
A long time ago, I started realizing I'm probably never going to meet half of the women that I see on the internet. Their types, their demographics and shit like that. I'm probably never going to meet them in life. Especially, probably not. No, fuck.
I feel like
fuck them. Yeah.
I feel like more men need to realize that women are just as awkward as us. I'm sorry, George.
They really are.
They're
No, like, no
literally
cap.
just as awkward as us. They're alright. I feel like you can still skate in them. You don't skate though.
You believe in pretty person privilege?
Do I believe in
Oh
it?
God, I thought
mean,
that
definitely.
conversation would never come up on
To
this
a point.
podcast.
Yeah.
I see it.
I think to a point it does.
Yeah.
Like niggas do be trying to fuck on shit and just allowing
Yeah.
pretty people to do things.
Yeah, that's why I remember in my group chat one time, these niggas, it's my Twitter group chat. They put it was something where a girl was saying, she said like, if I asked you that, if I did this, da 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 da, it was like a question or something. Would you say I was wrong about it? And she was like this good looking girl, and one of the niggas in the chat was just like, yeah, I would never tell her that she's wrong. I would be like, no, I'm arguing with her, because like, what if what she's saying is like wrong, like just straight out wrong? And they were just like, Baki, this is why you don't get pussy. I'm just like, no, I'm just like that. Why does that matter in the situation? I'm just like, if she's wrong about something, she's wrong about
Let
it.
her be wrong.
You just go. I mean, you can let people just be wrong. Like that's fine too. You cannot say any. But if me and her are having a dialogue, and we're together talking, I'm gonna tell her she's wrong.
I don't think it's like super important to worry about though, because pretty people do be getting like molested and shit, like sexually harassed.
Wait, how do we get to
It's
this?
some down points to being attractive, I guess.
There's down points to being attractive. Oh, I didn't think about that, but yeah, now that you bring
should
it up,
think about that more often.
I didn't think
You
about.
should probably, yeah. Is it an interesting thing to consider when interacting with other people?
Yeah.
Because like you never know like what somebody else has been through, and if there's a likelihood that that person is gonna be a lot more guarded if they've been through shit. That's why I just leave
Yeah.
people alone.
And more people have been through shit like that than you might
Then
think.
you might
Nah,
think.
that's-
You don't even have to be attractive.
No,
But no, I don't.
I was gonna
but
say that actually.
Most
like,
of the
you really
time, I
have
don't
to
think
be.
about it because I don't want to ever think about that happening to somebody.
But
But
it
if
is
it,
happening.
Yeah, but it is happening.
But no,
It's
I'm
like-
not
You have
saying
to
I'm not
navigate the world
ignoring
where that is happening.
Yeah, I'm not ignoring the fact that it is happening. I'm just saying I don't want to think that something that horrible has happened to this person before. But if
Why?
it has
Like, if
happened,
it
I'm
has
not going.
happened-
I'm not going to ignore it and just be like, no, it didn't happen. No, that never happened to you.
I don't think you should assume that someone has been raped.
No, that's what.
However-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
However,
I'm not going to go around doing
however,
that.
You should know how to operate around,
Yeah.
or how to like interact with somebody and like be a little chill. When
What do you think
interacting.
that does to their to their worth in your eyes?
What I think it does to their worth, like how they
Yeah.
think of themselves. They probably don't think the best of themselves most of the
I'm
time.
saying about you. Does that lower the value to you?
No,
Okay.
no, that
Second.
doesn't. I talked to some girls that. I think when I was younger, I got uncomfortable with it, so I could, cause like it was some girls that would bring it up like a lot, but it was like what happened to them. So it's not like if they're talking to me, it's
Yeah.
not like they're not gonna talk about it. But it was just too much for me at like the age of 19. So I'm just like I can't really deal with that because it's just like too much. But now at this point, it's just like
How do you?
if it happened, then you're gonna talk about it. I
how do
can't tell
think
you to shut up.
The people that did that to those people like interacted with them. Do you think they showed less interest or way too much interest?
I couldn't tell you.
You
would
couldn't
have.
tell me? I could.
I'd
tell
say
you.
way too much.
I could tell you right now, it was way too much.
Yeah, way too much.
They thought too much about being with that person or whatever.
Mm.
They formed a parasocial relationship in their mind, and that turned into something
Nah,
that's
whenever
way too bad.
whenever I start thinking about like whenever I meet a girl and I start thinking about a relationship, with her, I try to cut that off because I'm just like, this. I don't know this girl.
I wasn't saying you do it.
No, I'm just saying no. But sometimes I do think about like, I don't think that like that's my girl just by like the thoughts that are coming in my head and shit. Like, but imagining a relationship with her and building that up in my head, I've done that before in the past. I'm just like, yeah, I can't keep doing this to myself because it's gonna hurt if she's not into me as much as I'm making myself be into her. So sometimes I think it's me just being too much into that, like forcing myself to like be into that person, or rationalizing it in my head as just like I like this person, but it's
How
more
does
just like I just
everything
want to
always
fuck.
end up looping back to like?
I didn't mean for it to loop back to it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you did it. I'm just thinking like, how does everything always end up being about how we interact with each other as like people?
That's all you really have. That's all life really is.
Yeah.
It's what humans are kind of like. It's like damn near built within us to like interact with people.
Social by nature, baby.
Yeah. So it's just like, I think it's unhealthy to not be social with people. I'm not saying you have to be extroverted as fuck and you have to talk
there's a
to
balance.
everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a balance. Like I think, would you guys say you got like a healthy balance of like y'all not just like if somebody talks to you, y'all not just like get the fuck out of my face. Y'all not like that, right?
Depends on the day. But yeah, for the most part, I'll conversate.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with that because there's some days I
I
want
never
to
like
say
get
that
the
to people.
fuck out of my face.
Yeah,
but
no.
I definitely like hold a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like you're not. Do you feel like you guys hold a lot of what's really you when like you're engaging with people?
No. I'll say I just let like different dosages out, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Usually very small.
Yeah.
Like give them crumbs of you.
I'll see how they react to that energy, and then I'll like let out more if they
Based
can
on, yeah.
handle it. Or
I
if
think
they prefer it.
I wait for people to see what type of energy they bring me that's really them, and then that's when I start fully engaging with. What the fuck?
Nah, I don't wait for them to strike. I do my move first.
You strike when the iron's hot.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
Like, I don't wait for them to show me them. I like make
You
my
play the
first
first
move,
play. You
yeah.
make the first play, yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting the pawn out. I'm taking that extra like step.
And if they don't take the bait, it's just like, all right, then this person is
Yeah.
like,
I feel like I almost never like do anything. I don't know. It's not even. I'm not even like introverted really anymore. Probably. I just don't feel the need anymore to like talk to people at all.
I can understand that. I have to stop myself from wanting to talk to people sometimes, because sometimes I talk to people out of boredom, and people keep coming back to talk to me sometimes, and I'm just like, nigga, I was just talking to you because you were just standing right there, and I wanted to get a thought out.
I also feel like people tell me too much.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you learn, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some people trust me too much for like. I'm not saying I'm just going out telling people, but like even with the dude at work that was telling me about like him being like a alcoholic and shit like that, it's not like I was judging him or anything like that, or I was gonna go around telling people at work like this guy is a fucking recovering alcoholic. What a waste of space. It's not like I was gonna say that shit about him or anything like that, because I don't want to judge him, and I understand like addictions and shit like that. So, but it's just like sometimes like it's some stuff you just don't need to tell me. Like I don't want to know it. Like, has anybody ever told you guys something like a piece of information you didn't need to know, but it was just like what the fuck?
I will, if they're telling me and they are comfortable with it, I'm not finna be more uncomfortable than them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they tell me something kind of like major. If they treat it like it's normal, nigga.
Nah, I definitely get uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable, but I don't like display that at all.
Yeah.
It's
I will like genuinely match the energy. Like if you want to talk about it candidly, I will like talk about it candidly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I have peeped that.
Yeah,
I have a
I'm
problem
not taken
doing
aback
that.
by much.
I can't do that. I get shocked by the things
I
some
don't
people
get
say.
shocked, but I definitely be like, I be in my head like, why are you telling me this?
I just don't know what to say.
Yeah.
They probably just want to say it. Like I don't know if they might not have anybody
Motherfuckers
else.
just be talking at you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I definitely like. I think I'm gonna start cutting that. like really hard. Like people just telling me shit.
No, don't tell me that. Just shut the fuck up.
What you mean?
No, that's what you're gonna tell
No,
people.
no,
like,
no.
so
I'm
they
not gonna
start-
stop them from talking, but like I'm gonna start cutting those people out of
Yeah.
my life.
I feel you. I don't mind though. I feel like sometimes people just need like a fucking thing to talk at for them to like potentially solve their own issues, and I
Yeah.
don't mind being that thing for
Someone to talk things through because they already know the answer.
I feel like
yes, they do.
I feel like people try to like people do that to Jordan. Like they just talk at Jordan, and Jordan's just like trying
You
not.
just be listening.
Yeah, you just be listening. How
I like space out.
how much of the time do you care about what they're saying?
It don't matter. It don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You're still helping all the same
Yeah.
by listening.
You don't even have to say anything.
Well, what if they don't even want you to say anything? What if they just
They
want you to
don't.
just listen?
I'm
don't.
telling you, they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. I hate the
You
people
gonna say
that,
what you say, and they gonna keep telling their story.
They gonna keep doing what they
That
do.
happened to be like recently.
What happened?
After my stepdad died. Damn, no, you're not gonna hear this. Fuck it. After my stepdad died, this guy like came into my room. One of my cousins, he like came into my room and like told me about a bunch of shit. And then I didn't mind that time, but a few like weeks later, there was like another family party. I think it was the 4th of July. He came in while I'm with Chelsea in my room and told me about how he was planning on getting engaged and shit like that, but he went on about that one thing for like an hour.
He just barged in your room and did this
He didn't barge in. My door was open and he
Oh.
felt the need to come talk
for an hour.
for an hour.
About his
thing.
engagement.
Okay.
And we was like, man, that's crazy. But like literally both of us were like, man, that's crazy. It ended when I put my finger, because I like to be bit. I put my finger in front of her mouth to like bite me, and he was like, I don't want to intrude or get you in trouble or anything.
After already intruded.
After already intruding, and yeah, for an hour.
Oh my god. I'm glad I don't have to deal with nothing.
I
like
never
that.
got bit.
I don't have women
I like
over
to be
my
bit
crib,
too,
so
actually.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like to be like
Depending.
submissive.
Yeah,
That shit fun.
yeah. Anaya's nodding her head. I pegged that nigga the other day,
Yeah,
sir.
fucked him in the ass
Look.
like it was American History X.
You ever get your dick sucked with your legs in the air?
All right.
That shit gas. I don't know when I started this, but I started like spreading my legs both when I'm masturbating and getting head.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It,
the fuck?
yeah. It just like makes sense.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine that. I just couldn't
Magical.
imagine it.
Unfortunately, no, I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
No, you should
Chelsea,
like make them do that
Yeah.
next time.
Chelsea, you got some work cut out for you, buddy.
I pray to God she never ever hears any of this podcast, not a single second, because I will.
Does she
have
even know that you do it?
Yeah, she does, but like I don't think she's gonna listen. I have incriminated myself multiple times, on multiple occasions. I'm never going to encourage her to listen to this,
Yeah.
and nobody else better.
I gotta stop letting girls I talk to get my number and find out about my TikTok.
Some people can listen to this because I don't actually give a fuck. And I know you're not actually gonna pay attention like that because
Nah.
I know how niggas is thinking.
That's why most of the time I feel comfortable like doing this because I'm just like the people that I know for a fact aren't
Yeah.
gonna listen. Aren't
Anybody
gonna listen.
anybody that matters not finna hear none of this shit except for Jordan
Yeah, and Miguel. Miguel's
and
listening
Miguel.
now.
I didn't know you listened too. You like actually listen?
Yeah, I was sitting there like, damn, this actually got fired.
I'm glad we entertain you.
I think at like the half mark of the podcast, that's when the show
Yeah,
really
then things
starts
actually
getting
turn
good.
up.
Because we fuck around a lot at the beginning of it. I don't know why.
No, y'all have a fire dynamic, like you and Lorenzo. Like y'all play off each other very well.
Yeah.
Good contrast.
The next episode is just gonna be the two of us.
Yeah.
I think.
Just the two of us. I don't remember the lyrics.
I'm the straight man. I think I'm the straight man.
You're
I'm
like
Yeah, you're straight, man.
both the straight man and the like.
The psycho.
Yeah.
The wild card, yeah.
Nah, because Chris tried to take the wild card character for me like a couple years back.
You don't have it. You're predictable.
I'm bro.
You're
How am I not the
predictable.
wild card? I do wild shit.
You're definitely Mac.
Stop calling.
Definitely Mac.
Not Mac.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Have you watched that yet?
I watched episodes.
You watched it?
I haven't like binged it though.
I wouldn't say binge it, but it's a really good show to like just turn on
Yeah.
before you go to bed. Or
No, I like
whatever.
it. It's funny.
Yeah.
No, it's hilarious. The first up,
Is he Fat Mac or is he Buff Mac?
Fat Mac. Of course.
definitely a Fat Mac
He's
right now.
definitely Fat Mac.
They have a podcast.
Actually, I
themselves.
think he's Buff Mac because Buff Mac would do more shit for other people's attention.
Yeah.
I did know they have a podcast. I have not watched a single episode.
I have not either.
I haven't listened to.
I'm
a single
probably not going to
Yeah, me
do
neither.
it.
the episodes.
Yeah, it's like what they do with Office Girls. It's a podcast that they do for the Office. It's
Do y'all like The Office?
yeah, they are.
Fucking.
Yeah, I do. I like it a lot.
I liked it when
These
I was
answers
watching
didn't
it before
surprise
I
me.
went to bed. But if I ever like pay attention to The Office for too long, I'm fucked.
I feel like the joke is more often than not. Oh, look at this zany thing they're doing in The Office. this
I
shit
brought it up.
happened in The
It's like a
Office.
monster of the week, but with like zany shit.
I brought it up in our group chat, but I feel like I would definitely despise Michael. Like I would
Yeah.
100% be that fat guy. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's,
He's like
trying
a
to be
shitty boss.
Yeah.
Okay, he's shitty, but he's trying to be like he's trying to be a boss. Okay, he's trying to make the workplace.
Yeah.
He's trying to make the workplace.
Lorenzo
like,
would be Michael.
just trying to make the workplace comfortable for you guys. With
With
If
me,
this
it's
is-
a little bit of both, like feeling bad for him and being like, man, what a dickhead.
But he's doing it in like
It's a loving way, but like
It's
fuck
like love
off.
bombing,
This is
kinda.
my job, bro. I don't care about you.
But
at
I think
all.
that's the thing that Michael doesn't realize is that like they don't care about it, but he doesn't care that they don't care. He still wants to try to be the best boss that
I
he
feel
can.
like it's evidenced by the fact that the show went on. We were supposed to pick Jeremy up at 12. It's 1:45.
It's
He never said
1:45.
anything. Yeah, it's 1.
Good God.
It's
yeah,
almost 2.
he does have a baby, so
Yeah,
Autumn probably told him that he has to
Fuck
fucking.
that bitch.
I'm still in the process of trying to
How are you-
convince him to eat it.
How are you beefing with the baby? And it's
I don't give a fuck about babies. Babies are pieces of shit. They bring nothing to society.
I can
James
see
is a
that.
good boy.
Neither do all
James.
Who the fuck is James?
The baby.
his baby. That's baby's name.
I
Yeah.
don't even know the fucker's name.
The fuckers.
James is gonna hear this podcast years later and beat the shit out of Miguel.
Miguel's gonna be jacked by then.
Yeah. Fucking tear him down.
Yeah.
You ever seen American Dad? That one episode with his bully?
Yeah, Stelio Cantos. Yeah.
Bro, he fucking put him in the ground. Imagine somebody shoving you in the ground.
Fuck that. Could you imagine getting ground pounded by a nigga? Not like in the MMA sense, but like
Mario?
Super Mario, like a nigga jumps above.
That's
you,
the
does a
first thing I
backflip,
thought
and
about. I was not thinking about him.
Disappointed into a fucking.
That man is superhuman to me, bro. That is Homelander to me from now on.
I think your head would just like.
No, Mario OP.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like busted.
yeah, he
Yeah.
is kind of
Actually,
busted.
you know who's worse? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, oh my God,
Sonic the
yeah.
Hedgehog is like broken.
Otherworldly feats.
Oh yeah, how do you guys feel about the new Sonic game?
That looks so bad.
Wait, which?
And
Oh,
I-
you talking about the?
The
Sonic
overworld
World shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Sonic
It looks,
World.
yeah,
or
it
whatever
looks
it's called,
like
the
I
new
could
Sonic.
turn my brain off and just enjoy running.
I think
as
I might
Sonic,
do
but-
it. I might do that. Like
See,
just
the problem, my
that.
thing is I'm definitely gonna buy it.
Yeah, same.
I'm for sure gonna buy it, but I don't think it's gonna be.
Damn near
like
in hopes
what
that
I
it's
want it to
bad. I want it to be bad.
be. New
So you're gonna
Sonic
pay
goes
for
to-
something that you know is gonna be bad? That's
I
hilarious.
might wait till it's on sale, but like, I'm going to play this game at some point.
I'm definitely gonna wait till it's on sale.
If it comes to
Yeah.
PC, I might try.
If it goes on to the new PlayStation like catalog shit,
Or if I'm just like really bored, I might pay full price. If I'm, just
not-
really
I'm
fucking bored.
I don't think I'm gonna be that bored. I don't think I'm
Hey,
gonna
I've
be
been
that
that
bored.
bored before.
I also am. I'm stupid. Me and Jeremy were talking about this the other day, but fucking Skate looks
Skate 4.
amazing.
Oh, I was just hearing
Isn't it
that.
free to play now?
It's
no.
pre-alpha right now. It's
Yeah,
gonna
free
be
alpha.
free-to-play,
Yeah. You gotta sign up
What
for it.
worries me is that it's EA.
No,
And
they already
Oh,
said
you already
that-
know what's coming.
They already
You
said
know
that
what's
they.
coming, bro.
I'm for sure gonna be spending money.
Yeah.
Like,
They already said they're gonna
Bro.
be microtransactions and like
Season
loot crates and
passes,
shit.
micro
Yeah,
loot boxes,
yeah.
all of that shit, bro.
I ain't
Chalk
gonna
it
hold
up.
you, bro.
If I
They
see
finna
another
get my
game,
money.
if I see another
Sure.
fucking game with a season pass, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, I'm fed up with that shit. I can't
Battle
anymore.
pass, any type. If it
It's
got
at
pass in it,
it's
I'm
at
gonna be
least
pissed.
like 3 or 4 4 if I start playing Apex again, but it's at least 3
You-
games right now that I'm like
You know what it
paying
is?
for basically
God,
subscription.
please stop.
All of that shit basically made like the concept of progression like obsolete
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
online gaming.
Because you can't even do like cross progression like to PC on like some games too. So they make you first. They're making you rebuy the game, and then you
Like
can't
3
even
different
do
episodes, but-
like Apex
Yeah.
like can't even do cross progression. You have to restart from square one, rebuy all the skins that you bought,
You
level up
can't-
everything.
So if you switch from PlayStation to PC, you don't get your stuff.
Nope,
That's fucked.
nope.
I don't
And
think
you
I'm
gotta
really
rebuy the
playing
game.
Apex.
Like Destiny is really the only one that's doing it right, because at least you got cross progression with like
Yeah.
Destiny 2, and you get to keep everything that you ever bought. You get to keep all your DLC, nothing is taken away from you, and the game is free, so you don't even have to fucking rebuy the game on PC. Bungie is Bungie like the only good company that's left,
No.
or does Bungie do like?
I would actually venture so far as to say Bungie's real fucked up with their microtransactions,
Yeah, I was-
but like
Oh, are they fucked up right now
I'm
with
still
it?
giving them money.
Destiny's like problematic with that, isn't
A
it?
little bit, but
I don't know much,
I
but-
wouldn't say it's 100% because the amount of time that goes between like seasons is like ridiculous. You have like 3 months in one season, and there's a lot of content.
Within those 3 months.
Yeah.
It's like content that they'll release at the beginning of the season, then like content that they'll.
It goes throughout the entire season, but what does get problematic is the other day I spent $20 to be able to play the next 2 seasons worth of dungeons, which is just like a couple hours worth of content. That's definitely a little problematic, but like I don't know. The only reason I'm willing to pay is because I've been wanting this game to be good for like 6 or 7 years.
Since like
And it
2014,
started
nigga.
being good. It started being good last year, and it's continuing to get better.
No, actually,
So I
since
don't
like,
know. I just continue.
because when did Destiny
Give
2
the money.
release?
I don't know.
Well, like,
2016.
was it?
I don't know, something like that.
I
I was on Xbox One.
I
still.
forget. I forget
I
when
can't
it
play
released.
shit competitively these days.
It's tough.
Yeah,
Like genuinely.
I heard
It's hard.
Overwatch 2 is gonna suck.
When is Overwatch 2 even coming out?
Yeah, later, October.
Jordan, are you getting it?
I am.
Well, it's free to play.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm definitely. What are they gonna do? Have they
gonna
talked
go
about
bronze
that?
again.
Like, how are you
Fucking
going
silver
to
for the
unlock
fucking
characters and shit like that?
Oh
Is
yeah.
mo- everything's just unlocked. You have to pay for PvE.
I used to float around platinum.
No?
Like, but
Wait.
climbing was impossible.
Can you guys let Miguel
Playing with
explain his
randoms.
story of why
Say
he was
less.
stuck in silver on Overwatch?
I do want to hear
I
this.
had
Yeah.
no fucking friends, bro. The only person I played with was Jordan, and he was getting pussy at the time. So it was like,
I got my girlfriend into Overwatch.
well, she's ass. No,
She's ass.
no, I'm kidding. I've never played with her.
Remember, I had to climb you.
Yeah, cause I never like, you know, teamed up with anybody or anything. It's just randoms. It was fucking horrible.
That's not how you play Overwatch.
It's
It's damn near
not.
you
And
will
then,
not
and then the
climb.
developers are gonna sit there and say, "Oh, it's cause you're bad." Like, no,
No.
fuck you.
Yo, I remember that.
Yeah.
The main like developer of the game said it himself. He was just like, if you're not having fun playing Overwatch, it's because you're bad at the game. And he told that to a bunch of kids, and that shit was fucking
bro.
hilarious to see.
If I'm in a 6v6 game mode and one of my healers just goes fucking F, that's not my
Wait,
fault.
yeah, doesn't that
That's not-
affect your
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you will drop in rank. Yes, it happens all the time. Niggas will like troll. They'll like play a Winston to a Reaper, like a hard counter, bro. Niggas don't care. They just do what they want to do. They don't give a fuck about team comp, what the other team has. Niggas don't care. And that's your fault, apparently. That's
That's like doing a group project and one person does all the work and everybody gets
It's
the
on you
credit.
for not having friends type shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Damn.
You have to basically, you have to be in Overwatch League to have fun on the game. You have to.
That's
If you can't gather 6 people at any given time, the fuck are you doing?
And at this
What are you
age,
doing?
that's
Why are you
damn near
playing?
impossible to
Yeah.
do. We've been trying to play Destiny for months together, and none of us have been able to get together to do it.
With that being
I
said,
literally, I actually do need to play.
do you want to play Overwatch? With that being said, I will play that shit. Do you still play?
I will
Alright.
actually also do that. If y'all want to play Overwatch,
Yeah.
All right, this episode has like been long as shit. I'm pretty sure this episode is probably
I'm
like 3
free
hours
after
long.
6.
I gotta go slave for Daddy Bezos tomorrow.
If you guys want to hop on Destiny and do some stuff, I will definitely help you level. Do you have Witch Queen?
No.
You should get Witch Queen. Before we do that.
Oh shit! Yeah, we just hit the group chat right now. Fuck.
Say what?
One of the NPCs asked me if I wanted to buy Witch Queen.
Oh, yeah. It's
Um,
unfortunate, but you kind of do have to do that.
I gotta apologize to
I have
Jeremy because
I have 2
got to pick him
characters
up.
I haven't done that on, so I am willing to do that.
All right. Well, this episode has been long as shit, so we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Pretty sure this episode was like damn near 3 hours long. Thanks, Chris, for letting us come over and do this.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Thanks, Gerard, for popping up out of nowhere. I didn't even know Gerard was gonna be here. But Miguel and Jordan too. Thanks for y'all coming too, and Miguel sharing his story about being stuck in silver. I'm gonna let Chris pick the sleeper for this week.
The sleeper this week is... Wait, do people actually listen to this? Wait, they do. The sleeper this week, fuck all you bitch ass niggas on Phone on Grave.
Just text me the
Lights
sleeper.
by
and I'll put it.
Smile, bro. That's
I mean, we can do that if
the
you want
song
to.
I just released. That
Self-plug.
We can put that at the end if you want
Fuck
to.
it. You gonna play both of them. See Me Again and Lights. Just
No,
kidding.
pick
Just play
one.
Lights. It's just a beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to just play the beat?
Yeah.
No, you gotta pick a song, bro.
Nigga.
Do
oh
See
my
Me
God.
Again. We're doing See Me Again. We're not just doing a beat, nigga. This not a lo-fi fucking
Can this
hip hop
wait
podcast.
until I release some more shit? Bro?
Okay, then
Man.
pick a song that you've been listening to. Pick
A song that I've been listening
yeah,
to?
sleeper. Pick a sleeper, man.
Captain Hook by
Whoa.
Zeke Ultra.
Captain Hook. But can you send that to me right now so I can remember to put that at the end of the show? Wait, is that a real song?
It's a real song, yes.
Okay, can't wait to listen to this.
Why would I lie about that?
No, it just sounded like a ridiculous song. It sounded like something he would come up with. Nah, Chris is quick with it, bro.
Yeah.
Are you trying to come at his intelligence, Jordan? Are you? Okay, I can't. I don't have another rebuttal, so you win this.
I be cooking up
All
in
right.
the kitchen.
Thanks, guys, for listening to us. This is the Sexy Sad Boys. Appreciate everybody for listening. Our viewership is looking decent. Please answer the questions that I have.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm not like.
No. I'll let you look at it after we're done. Please answer a lot of the questions that I have. I'll say this. Listen mostly to this podcast on Spotify. If you can't listen to it on Spotify, listen to it wherever you listen to. But I can track stuff.
SoundCloud?
Huh?
You post it on SoundCloud?
No, I have to pay to post it on SoundCloud, and I'm not doing that. Nope. It's like $16 a month, and I'm like,
16 a month.
no. Yeah.
That's not.
Why is Chris saying that?
What? That's like why would you pay that?
Oh, it's because like you're putting hours of like audio on there, and they make you pay for it because they have to. It's basically because SoundCloud is acting like a distributor, so they're making you pay to do that. Yeah, and the only reason I distributed through Anchor is because Anchor is owned by Spotify, so they're not making anybody pay because they want more people to make podcasts,
Right.
so they can make more money. So we're part of the system. We sold out.
Nice.
Thanks, guys, for listening. Appreciate you guys. Sexy Sad Boys. We're out.
Lord's gift to my life, piffing my neurons, neurotic mindset, different the party without saying bye. Don't get me started and then be like, why? I walk like I put a bomb in the sky. Mama Earth caused a storm and she cries every time another young nigga dies. Pouring something on the floor, giving my offering into the void, sacrifice something for something more. Mastermind, fucking with a can of worms to pass the time. Loving isn't earned, it's inside. But with time, love can earn you a shrine. Prime, fully furnished, sublime. Lights gleaming with a furnace inside. I'm the first to decide if my feelings really hurt or it's pride. Pipe dreaming every word out your mouth. You type squeamish, you can't lurk when we slide. And I heard like when he was down, you wasn't riding for your mans. You a fly, nigga solid on my end. Bottom line, caught an eye, watching life walking by you.
Cash flow coming in slow. Might kick a nigga though, whoa. Homie tucks with a fofo. Hit me one and I'm done.